Sound like that, huh? They be making those weird ass noises.
So, like, are you good with tight spaces? Because you better be.
Would either of you guys do that Room 17?
What's that?
That crazy haunted house type of thing, where it's like
No.
they touch you.
Well, like you have to sign a waiver that you could die.
You do have to sign a waiver.
You don't even like horror stuff, so I know you definitely wouldn't.
Wait, what?
But I would try because people don't die.
No, but you could get like you can get hurt.
You can get hurt for sure because they do tase you and do stuff like that.
Let's center yourselves, guys. Center yourselves. Welcome, everybody. You're listening to the Almost Never podcast. It's spooky season. We're trying a little new lighting setup. I hope you guys like it. It's a little more moody, you know. Today it's a little bit different. So I don't know if you guys have been following along. We've been doing Sober October. It's going well. And we instituted a little bit of a punishment, you could say, a consequence. Ooh. If you broke edge, because we haven't had any cannabis, any alcohol,
tobacco,
any nicotine, any caffeine. So
Dumb decision on that.
Yeah, that was I added that.
I think
that was
nicotine
to my own
and
detriment.
caffeine could have stayed.
No, it totally could have. I don't know why I did that because like I'd have no problem otherwise, but you know I just wanted to be in the trenches and shit. But
Josh has just been juicing. He just is doing like we never said like
I just been doing mad steroids.
Stem cells.
I don't even like work out. I just like sit around and just do it. But yeah, so Trey had a little trip to Georgia. Had a shot with the fam.
Yep.
Smoked a little fatty with the auntie.
Yep.
Sean was hanging on for dear life at work, and he needed to get his sleep schedule back on track, so he had a cup of coffee. So our consequence was to eat some Howlin' Ray's chicken, delicious chicken. Shout out,
but the hottest spice level.
But yeah, the Howlin' level, which is like it's pretty spicy.
4 episodes ago.
Was it?
Yeah. We had like a couple bites each, but so Sean's got to redo that again. He's got to have like a couple bites, and then Trey, for his indiscretion, if you will,
the wing or the
he's gonna eat the whole strip, and I guess maybe
possibly
a little bit more if you can.
All right, let me set myself up.
So
I mean, yeah. So basically, this time we're just gonna eat and then
do the show.
And we're gonna stay.
And then hopefully
Namaste.
Nah, man.
That was really the consequence of having to stay after doing it.
Yeah. So you need those gloves.
Stay with yourself. Are you gonna do some like hot ones questions? You're gonna just lay on us?
Well, yeah. I'm just gonna like ask you guys how your week went. You know, like the usual banter.
Terrible.
I like it.
Sean's really excited. If you can't tell,
I forgot.
I'm definitely gonna make the thumbnail with you.
Oh, you want me to film this?
Oh, we're definitely getting shorts of some of this.
Yeah, you guys are filming yourselves. I'm filming you. So like, get your phone ready. Can you, Trey? Little Trey.
All right.
So,
I mean, don't have to wait for me, bro.
You're right. All right, boys.
So I guess
I did this to myself.
Okay, so there you go, guys. Nice big bites. I mean, I don't know. He's gonna house that whole thing. The strategy was to just like obliterate it, right? Okay, you're doing pretty good. It's probably not even hot yet. It's probably like pretty tasty. I'm sure.
I think it got on my lips.
Did it not? Oh, you just housed it last time. Oh, that's a good one. That one. It doesn't look as dark red as it did last time we had it.
Ooh, he hurt him.
Oh, he's getting it. Get it, young warrior. Okay.
Honestly, so far so okay.
Okay. It's really the it stays with you. I think that's really the. That was healthy. It's pretty delicious, I'm sure.
Kind of hot.
A little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, because Trey is like he processed a lot of stuff internally. So when you really see a physical external, when you see a physical reaction, that's when you know it's like he's a lad with an iron stomach. So you know when you start to see cracks in the veneer, the facade, if you will, then you're like, oh, he's actually feeling something. He's not a robot after all. Yeah, that's fine. You're good. I wonder if it like because it was like a naked bite last time. That. Oh, he goes again. That was tremendous. Both your parts. I think too. It's because I think. Do you think the waffle has any effect? Helps wash it down.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had no waffle. That was all strip, baby.
Oh. Wow, impressive. He hasn't opened his eyes in about 15 seconds as well. So
I feel like part of me wants to keep on eating it, but I don't want to. Like I don't.
Test your limits. Ooh,
yeah,
hot.
be like Trey. He's a role model for the kids.
All right, let's get this baby.
Because I really want to get a nice thumbnail. You know what I mean?
That was hot, dude. You want some mac?
I'm going to.
Oh yeah, naked bite. Oh yeah, yours looks dark.
Yeah, right.
His looked like kind of light for some reason. Like the ones we got the other week, it was very.
It wasn't. It's bad.
It's
My
very
mouth
well
is like-
seasoned.
yeah, but like, it's just not gonna go away.
Yeah. Very.
I'm
very
alive
well.
though. I like it. I'm alive. I'm sweating.
Okay. Well, like, you guys, how's it going? How's your week?
It was a busy week, dude. For me, at least. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, but at work or just in general?
Yeah, at work, I feel like we've just been doing a lot of random stuff, like helping homie type things. So just been working on every kind of car you could imagine. It's kind of crazy. It's not my normal, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Low key, I might eat the other wing.
Yeah, it was
There you
good.
It wasn't
good.
hot.
It
you,
wasn't
fam.
like we could
Like-
split it for sure.
Do it.
It's just my lips are burned.
Like last time I was crying. I couldn't
You
stop.
cried.
Well, I think too, it's because we were drinking and then we ate it at the end and we didn't. It was like straight up. There's no like sauce, no nothing.
No, maybe it was the
Syrup.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back in the mic. Yeah, maybe it was syrup. Maybe it was the waffle. The waffle definitely was nice. Nice addition.
Yeah, because I think that broke things up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably get this out of the way. I think I was hoping for a little more.
I wanted more pain, 100%.
Maybe you should do it again at the end. Split that last one.
We will. I deserve more.
Excellent.
I felt like that was anticlimactic.
Mm-hmm.
You
But it was
Yeah.
so hot.
I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, it's like it's warm. I have a tingle on my tongue. If that counts for anything. My week was good.
We've absolved
Actually-
our sins.
Yeah, we've absolved the sins. It was a baptism by fire.
I'll ask for you an update in about 12 to 14 hours. See if it's made its way through your digestive system.
Yeah, just on the toilet. No, dude, I had a good week actually. It went by really quick. It was really busy still, but I don't know. Like, work isn't getting me down. Not gonna let it have its satisfaction. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. And I mean, I don't. It's funny. Like, I'm stoked that NBA's back, but like, I actually don't watch games.
You haven't watched any yet?
I did. I try to watch full ones, and it's like I don't. Like,
I mean, big fan, but like I don't watch until like halfway through the season
Yeah.
at least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still giving I want to watch some football games. I haven't watched one.
Yeah, me neither.
Want to watch at least one. And then I did watch a couple of the preseason basketball games, but I haven't seen any season games.
Preseason's not real.
Well, I just wanted to see how like a couple of the
Yeah, to see how the rookies play.
exactly. Wembanyama is doing all right. His numbers were
What was his name?
Wembanyama.
Oh,
Wembanyama.
Victor.
His numbers were like exactly the same as Tim Duncan's first game. His first game.
That's crazy.
So that's what they were saying. They're like,
Oh, you mean preseason or the
It's a
his first
First
game?
game.
First game.
Yeah, first
First
game.
game
was
he-
against Houston, right?
No, that's your second game.
Oh, second game. Yeah.
I don't know who they played, but yeah, he put up the exact same
First
stat
one versus
line
Dallas, I think.
as Duncan did his first game.
Because when they played Houston, they won, but when they
Yeah.
played Dallas, they lost.
Yeah.
Damn, Battle of Texas.
You see how they
kinda cool.
told Harden not to travel with him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
because Harden showed
I mean,
up for the preseason. They were like, don't dress up.
I
And then
wonder,
we don't want you to travel with us.
yeah, that or that. I mean, I wonder if he's gonna be like the next like player. Like I said, I think I was saying it like last time. Like he's gonna get Carmelo'd. Like, he's not gonna play. If no team nobody wanted him.
I don't see how no one could want James Harden though.
But clearly
it's just,
no one
it's
did.
just like because everybody's tooled up. Everybody's
that-
tooled up, and like they've been preseason working out and stuff together. He hasn't even been working out with the team. Well, a little bit, but like their chemistry, like he's just gonna hop in.
It's James Harden though.
Yeah,
He's still top 10.
well, but then he like everybody's been like building up their team, trying to find the right pieces, and then like if you just throw him in something, it's like who are you gonna lose? What are you
think
gonna
he's
gain?
top 10? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Top 20.
Definitely top 20. Debatable top 10.
Top 10, I don't think it's debatable, just because it's like he doesn't adapt to his roles. He wants to be the main scoring
Who do you
threat.
think
Like
the best player in the league is right now?
The best.
Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Luka can't play defense though.
He doesn't. He can. He just doesn't. What about
He doesn't.
Jokic?
Yeah, he's super consistent. You can't beat consistency in Giannis.
I think
He's good
Joker is.
I don't know who would be the best because Joker to me he's really good, but it's just I can't give him that stamp because he can't even jump.
Yeah, but if he can block and he can shoot threes and he can do all without jumping,
It's a feat, yes. But even Shaq had to jump, or he didn't have to, but he did jump.
I mean, if you want to call that's like hopping.
I guess, yeah.
Shaq would be throwing his legs up doing those
I
agile
think he
dunks.
just.
But that's just for effect.
He's used the
you're right.
abs. He's used his core to bring.
Okay,
his
maybe
knees in.
true, but I mean, Shaq was a phenom when he came in. He was actually like that agile at that
Hey, it was
big.
huge.
It's a diesel, bro. Shaq Diesel, Superman.
But it's like, yeah, he's not playing like and when he was younger, yeah. But Shaq, he couldn't play minutes because he was just like rough on those knees.
For what it's
those Dwight Howard injuries,
worth, it just stopped. Complex does not have Harden as top 20.
I don't think anybody would.
They do sports.
I mean, they have somebody that talks about it.
I would look like Bleacher Report or something before Complex.
I mean, they only just pull this stuff from other websites and then make like sound like theirs. I don't know. I think maybe he'd be top 50. Yeah, but
I mean, there's a lot of people.
I don't think he's better than. I think Russell Westbrook's better than him. I think he is a more solid all-around player, and it actually is adapted.
He plays defense. He can adapt to his different roles that he's given.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's definitely better than him.
I think he's better. And he got he was something like crazy, like not even in the top 100. I'm like, how? That makes no sense.
That's garbage.
That makes no sense.
Well, those are just like
also people who are in the offices writing this shit. It's like, really, bro? Like, where?
Well, they're analysts. Like, it's analysts versus players. I mean, if I'm going to do a fantasy draft, I'll listen to analysts. If I'm going to say like, oh, who do I really want to know? It would be a player's perspective, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Harden's at least top 20.
Yeah,
sure.
I'd say offensive, but because he doesn't
play defense.
He don't play defense.
He don't play defense.
Like, because if you're talking about pure, I think Kyrie's better than Harden.
But Kyrie's that's like a debatable top 10. Like he's really good. He just is kind of weird.
That he is.
He's really good though. Like he's a lot better than like a Paul George.
But like, yeah, like
Paul George is in top 10 or top 20 to me.
I think he's top 20.
He's top 20.
Top 25. It's just because there's a lot of good players out there. There's a lot of good players. Like, I mean, just look on
top 20 to you guys because he's not rated top 20.
I mean, I think
actually,
it's
I need
like
everybody's names and I'd be able to look at it because I'll be saying stuff right now and you'll bring somebody else up. I'm like, oh no, wait, that one.
Because I mean, look at the Suns. You got Bradley Beal. You got Book.
He's
you got
not top
KD.
20 though.
No.
That's like 3 people in the top 10 already. Like
Bradley Beal?
Not Bradley Beal, but KD and Book. Like,
I don't
those
put Book
be,
in the top 10.
It could be. Like, but they could
be. Get there, maybe.
He's top 20.
I don't see all those guys like Ice Tray, Dev Book. They just aren't solidified yet for me to say they're a top 20 player.
I think that's like. I mean, but if you're looking at stats and stuff, like they could
from what the last 3 seasons. I need like real stats. Give me like 5 years. Like how good are you?
How is it like? But look at like players that could just fall off after 5 years too. You know?
like a probably like a Trey Young or like maybe a Ja. Who knows? But that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say just because they were good last season or maybe the season before that they're a top 20.
I mean, but
player.
if like they were good rookie season, they got better the
Is
second
Melo
year
a top
and then
20?
third season.
LaMelo?
Yeah,
He's too young.
but that's kind of what I'm saying.
I get it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. He's just, you don't have enough to be like he's a top
Well, because like Ja's been there for what, 5 years now, 4 years.
but that's still not enough time to be like.
Well, but that's also like
They need to earn
perception.
their
Comes back to perception. It's like it doesn't matter. Like so, it's like you have to be solidified to like get a reputation, not just like how are you playing now. So you could be an amazing player now, but you're still. I mean, that comes back to perception. I think.
Well,
Perception
the
is
top 20 players to me,
reality.
they've been consistent. That's why they're a top 20 player. I don't say top 20 currently playing in this second because that would mean you wouldn't put LeBron in there, or maybe.
I mean,
you would.
I don't know. He's been getting like, except for maybe like last season, he's been putting like he's
Good
getting
numbers.
His averages are getting higher every
That's what
season.
he's
So
putting up good numbers.
yeah, no, he's like top 10 in the league like every season in like all these different categories and shit. So
I will say Harden's percentages on assists haven't changed for the past 5 years.
Is he decent?
Yeah, he's holding almost an 11 assists
That's
a game.
pretty good.
That's pretty damn good. He only was once better than what he was last year.
And see, that's the thing why I say like why maybe like I wouldn't put in I love him, but like a Russell Westbrook, he's not top 20 to me because he hasn't been consistent. He was great for years and he shows so much promise, but there's been what, one season where he had the triple double, where he averaged triple double.
That's
I think it was,
crazy
like,
though.
2 seasons.
That is crazy though,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. That was one season. Like
I mean,
he's good, but he takes big dips.
I think that's also like,
I think some of it is the teams. He was on Houston for a year. He was on Washington for a year. LA for 2 years. Like,
Yeah, but that shouldn't make you drop off that far though.
but it's
Like,
also
he
the
takes
people you
big-
play with, like Washington.
You still be the star though if you're the star.
Well, I mean, like,
actually, he was kind of killing it on Washington. I take that back.
look,
The
he was
Wizards-
sharing with Bradley
was-
Beal, and they were doing great. But they're Washington, like it's
Lakers is where he did.
He's got
great.
4 years where he averaged a triple double.
So it was 4
That's
years.
crazy.
and it's like on the
But it
Lakers.
hasn't been recently though, right?
Last one was on Washington.
You're like
last
the
one was
third. You're the third
Washington.
option on the Lakers. Like he's used to.
But that's
being
what I'm
first.
saying. He was back when he was doing that triple double. He's top 10 for sure. But he hasn't been there. There's been flashes of like
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
He
Like,
hasn't been there. That's like D Rose. Like, was D Rose ever a top 20 player?
yeah, and when he was like
his 2 seasons?
at his prime, yeah.
Hard to say.
2
'Cause
seasons?
if you're going off what you're saying, then
That's what I'm
but
saying.
but isn't a top player also when you get MVP? Aren't you a top player?
Did he get MVP?
Yeah, first. That's what.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
They made it to the finals.
No, MVP like
No,
there's
just
finals
season.
MVP and then there's
Oh,
MVP.
just the league.
Yeah, he's
the
league
season
MVP.
even.
I mean, that's players voting for him, right? So,
but that's the same thing. Bulls always do that because you could say the same thing with Lonzo. They built the team around him because
But I'm just saying he got the MVP of the season. So like that season, wasn't he the best one? Wouldn't he be top 10 then?
Didn't Ja get, or he got rookie year, the best player of the year.
So that year he probably was in the top, one of the top.
Well, for rookie he was, I guess. But I mean,
I not make the rules.
yeah, no, D Rose was balling, but like I said, for what, 2 seasons, maximum,
Yeah, well, I mean,
yeah,
maximum.
injuries.
that's crazy, man. One year, Westbrook was putting in 31 points a game average with 10 rebounds
And like 11 steals, right?
and 10
That was on the
assists
Thunder,
2
right?
assists.
and almost 2
No.
steals. Thunder.
Was it the Thunder?
Yeah,
that's
that's-
those are the
that's
years when
crazy.
you're like, it's questionable. Yes, he's top, but he hasn't put up that kind of numbers in a
Well,
long
but
ass
wasn't he
time.
like that? He was like, what year was that in the league for him? Like, is that
He's still playing with Matt Talley. He was
1,
playing
2,
with
3,
Serge.
4,
He was playing
5,
with
6,
Harden. He
7,
was playing
8.
with
That was
Kevin
his ninth
Durant.
year.
He was
ninth
playing,
year, and he was putting up those numbers.
Ninth year.
Oh, that
yeah.
was
Damn.
later. So he was
That was
only
ninth
playing
year.
with
That was his
KD
best year.
and Adams and
I mean, it was only 2000. Literally, it was COVID bubble. Washington,
where he dipped down.
no, where that's he triple doubled.
Oh, where
Washington,
he tripled, yeah,
So it really wasn't that removed. It was
3
4 seasons ago.
I mean, I think
not
it's
really
really the Lakers that tarnished his.
But that's what I'm saying.
reputation.
That's why he's still a marquee player name because he's got that allure to where he was doing stuff.
And what's crazy is
And it's
the
like you
only
said, it's not that long ago.
the only reason why is the second year for the Lakers he shot poorly. Everything else statistically,
That's when they were on him, though. And
It was.
you know how
I mean,
LA
like
gets on
his
people.
first year, he had
Yeah.
18 points,
That's why
7
Lakers fans
assists.
are the worst.
Yeah, they are the worst.
Like you missed 2 shots
That's right.
and it's over.
All
you know?
y'all, Laker fans are the worst. I think LA fans kind of suck.
Clippers fans are great.
You don't like Dodgers fans?
They're kind of
Dodgers
the
fans
same
are pretty
way, man.
crazy. I think they're more loyal than Lakers fans because Lakers fans will turn on a dime once they have a bad game, but Dodgers fans are fucking crazy, dog.
La Jolla. They're cool. They're cool people. I like them. They're my peeps.
Do you think there's more?
When's the last time you've been to a Dodger game?
Maybe like 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think people are loyal to the Rams out here? Is that a thing?
No. A lot of LA people go with the Raiders or the Niners.
I mean, they're new, so it's like not. It's not like you can't really say that. They just came from like what is it, 5 years ago?
oh,
I mean, it's
you
just
guys-
it's just like same thing with the fucking LAFC. It's like they had to build up from like nothing. But
I was
like,
just wondering. I don't watch football at all,
yeah.
or talk to people that do. So I just don't know if like I know people that go, and it seems like there's a lot of Ram
I
fans
think
out there.
there's probably more than Chargers.
Yeah, it seems like there's.
Well, I think Rams was from LA before, though, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where they
Mhm.
originated.
It went there and then to
St.
St. Louis
Louis.
and back, and like that. So that's also what happened then with the Raiders, right? Somebody told you they started in Oakland and they came down here, then they went back to Oakland.
Something like that. Yeah, they weren't from exactly. They have.
I always thought they were from LA.
Now they're from Vegas.
No, but did you guys hear about the last game where Blueface proposed to his fiance or girlfriend, now fiance, at the Rams game?
I don't even know really who Blueface is. I mean, I know who he is. I see him. I hear the name, but
Well, it was just funny because he got into a back and forth with the quarterback's wife on the internet because he had brought strippers to his suite, and after he proposed and she said yeah, they were like twerking on her, and then she was all being a Karen and being like, my kids had to see this because their cousins that were older were watching it on their Instagram, and she was all having an irate fit.
This is who the quarterbacks?
Matt
Wait,
Stafford.
of Chargers? Oh,
Yeah, his
okay.
wife, and she was like, "My kids had to see
Oh,
this that
for-
are like
for the
4
Rams,
and
for
5."
the Rams.
I'm like, first thing, maybe you should monitor your kids better that are 4 and 5. They shouldn't be looking at stuff like that. Secondly, it wasn't like public; no one could see it in the stands.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, I just brought it up. It's just kind of funny.
It's very funny, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, she was carrying out to me.
I think I just like the language, like.
Blueface said, "You better get your girl before I get disrespectful."
I just wonder, like, is
Lord.
like how? I mean, I don't know nothing about Blueface, so you could like at least lately.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Like, is anything he does like real? Because I feel
It's
like it's
big, bro.
all. No, like I know, like but like
It's big.
how much is like orchestrated? How much
Oh,
is
it's
like
all orchestrated.
yeah, like so like how much is like how long do you think his marriage is gonna last? Like
No, that kind of is real. They've been together since high school.
oh okay.
He's not marrying the crazy girl.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Okay.
marrying his actual, like, she has 2.
so is he still gonna have like side girls and stuff like
I
that? Is it,
assume
like-
because the Krishan Rock girl says that she just saw him like the day after he proposed to his fiance,
so is that like
What's his claim to fame?
Tatiana.
bust down Tatiana?
Bust down. That was so good. And the thing is, he just transferred to like a little mini Nick Cannon though, because he's got his little Blueface Girls Club. He be just like,
Yeah, he's got his own.
he's got his own
lane.
thing.
Jonathan Jamal
Yeah.
Porter.
He's a like he could have gone
Football, yeah.
I wouldn't say pro, but like
he was-
could have like
he
he had a
could've play- yeah,
trajectory.
no, he
he
was-
definitely would have played in college.
Yeah, he was
Crazy.
Yeah, he was actually, and he's not a fool. Like a lot of his persona is him dumbing himself down just to keep the clout. He ain't stupid by any means, which is why I think it's funny when like the Karens were like, "Oh my god," it's like, lady, you, it's your fault. Your kids saw this. Like, it's no
like
one else's fault but your
it's
fault.
the cousins.
Exactly.
Wait, it's the cousins, and the kids would watch it from the cousins' phone. So it's
The
like
cousins were there with him that are like probably 16, 17, fans maybe of hip hop. So they're looking at it like, dang. And then she's not watching her kids, trying to probably get some airtime, looking at the camera. And then her kids are looking at the cousin's phone and then being like, Mom, there's butts here.
That's what it said.
Mom, I
'Cause that's
like
what
big
happened.
butts.
Mommy, there's
And
buttons.
then her dumb
Really
ass
what it
goes on a
says.
tirade being like, you shouldn't be able to do that. Like, sorry for using that word, but calm down.
Are you?
Not in that sense, no.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Not
at
sorry
all.
though.
But yeah, I just hate when Karens do that kind of stuff, and that's just like shows you what privilege thinks they can do. You know,
You believe in privilege?
it's a real thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely real.
Well, shout out to other sports besides basketball. I'm glad that the Astros aren't in the World Series. Like
7 years it was.
Nobody's ever a big fan of the Astros except for maybe
7 years.
I think this is the first time in the last 7 years that the Dodgers and the Astros aren't in the World Series.
Oh wow.
Dodgers haven't been in the World. Like I mean, they just get knocked out in that first or second round. Like they're since the
run.
Remember the really tall pitcher?
That guy with the long hair?
With the long hair who was on the Diamondbacks? That was the last time.
Oh, Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson?
I couldn't think of his name, but yeah.
That was the last time that they were in the... This is the second time. The last time that they were in the World Series was when Randy Johnson took them to the World Series.
So it's a big thing for them, huh?
I'm sure, yeah.
That's like a battle of, I don't know, whatever, the Southwest right there.
They're 1-0.
Yeah.
Battle
They're
of the
1-0.
Deserts.
That's
Battle
cool.
of the
I don't know
Desert.
too much about baseball. Like I don't follow it at all.
Yeah, but Texans pretty. I mean, they're a good squad. They're underdogs. As you were saying, it's nice to see like other teams that are in like the championships that are not usual. Like that's why I shout out.
Oh, yeah.
It means something for baseball.
Shout out Aston Villa.
Shout out Aston
Because,
Villa. I'd like to see it, man.
the
Aren't
number-
they allowed to just buy whoever they want in baseball?
Well, they get fined, right?
I don't know because that's why like the Yankees were always good because they just had the money and they could.
They paid the fine, though.
Oh, there is a fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not just like there's no caps.
But they had so much money they could be like, ha,
Okay.
there we go. Yeah, I love seeing that, man. That's why, like, I think that the NBA is getting a little bit more interesting than maybe it was because there's across the board, there's a whole lot of great teams. You've had two teams that are small market teams win the championship in the past 3 years, and you have people like Sacramento, which I mean,
coming up,
kind
they're
of
coming
wild.
up.
Sacramento, I can actually be like, oh, it's
I
Sacramento.
always thought they had talent. Like just like I think Atlanta has talent. Like
They're always like,
but they're like they're not great.
They're
I don't
not
think the
great,
coach. I don't
yeah.
think the coaching staff is great and stuff. But yeah, you know, like
who's been bad forever? Like who's never been good in basketball?
Charlotte.
Magic.
Nah, Penny and
Shaq.
Penny and Shaq.
That was 30 years ago.
But you said I can't
Like
think
never,
of it. I
like
can't
Pretty
think
much
of it.
never. Almost never.
Almost never. Like, because there's got to be more. Like, there's teams. I know
Pacers. Okay, don't say
They
Red.
won- yeah, they
don't
won-
say that because
yeah.
like how long ago was that?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but can you find one that was for
Always no
Charlotte?
good. Well, they were the Bobcats or something, right?
Yeah. No,
The
they were
Bobcats,
Hornets.
I could say were trash.
The
because-
Hornets. It wasn't Hornets.
No, they
then Bobcats,
Hornets
then
and
Hornets?
Bobcats, then back to Hornets.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
MJ missed that.
Remember when it was Washington Bullets?
The Bullets. Yeah.
It's a crazy name, bro.
Yeah, the
Let's
Bullets.
name this team the Bullets because there's so many.
And who has the
shootings.
most? The Celtics?
Yeah.
I mean, they were never. They were always good, but they've never been great. Portland's never been great.
I was gonna ask. That's about to say that right now. Like, what do you consider great? They have to win.
Kind of, yeah, or get close.
Oh, there's a
always
lot.
be like a perennial playoff team, you know.
Because the Blazers were getting into the playoffs.
They've always been the playoffs, but they've never made it
They're
past
like,
the first
oh,
round.
you know who? The Clippers.
They've never been great. I'll say that. They've never been great. Like
The one and only team that's never been good.
no, they've always been good. They've been
big
good last
statement,
15
bro.
years, bro. They've been good last 15 years.
The Inland Clippers.
Because like
They
I
didn't
mean-
realize there was no water inland.
they had the most like entertaining like
Lob
the
City.
Lob City era. That was the most entertaining team in basketball right there.
With
Entertaining.
DJ and yeah,
DJ,
it was cool.
CP.
It was cool.
I don't care how much resignation you have in your voice. The little like you agreeing is saying something.
It was cool. I mean, it was cool. I just hate Chris Paul. But
Yeah, I know
mean,
you do.
People have never won championship. Pacers, Jazz, Grizzlies,
the
Nets,
Jazz.
Magic,
Before LeBron, Cavs were always garbage.
Yeah,
Clippers, Pels, Suns, Timberwolves.
Pelicans.
Cavs were never good.
they'd never been good.
Yeah, never good. Hornets, OKC. They were good.
They were never.
Well, they were good.
They were good. No,
they were good. They were actually really good.
And then they
That
just
1 year.
imploded.
Yeah. That 1 year when everything was lining up. When
They went to the.
when Steve Adams still had short hair.
It was that. Yeah.
I don't even remember Steve Adams with short hair.
Shh,
That's when I
exactly.
thought he was like a big old like.
You thought he was like a nothing.
Yeah, I was just
I was like, he's
this,
so good.
this dude.
You're like, he's a schmuckleberry.
Yeah.
No, he's so good. I love him.
Yeah, but it's cool to see like the mix up because I mean I think that's one thing that always is why soccer and footy is like a world game because it's one of the sports that no matter where you are around the world you can come out of that spot and you can actually be like a freaking star.
But you're kind of rooting for cities too, like how basketball is, but they're like staples out there.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, too, it's like almost more regions because there's multiple teams and like a thing.
Yeah, because like London's got like 7 teams or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like you saw like Leicester, they won like just a few seasons ago.
You see, the NBA is thinking about bringing back the people wearing their own jerseys in the All-Star games.
Oh, instead of the like, I mean, I like that. I think the East, because those are so boo boo. Like those are ugly.
That's what exactly.
Like they need to get whoever designs kits for soccer to design like like they have like cool alternates and stuff.
Yeah,
but they need to design it for like the All-Star game because like,
I think
those
they're
are
thinking about taking away the whole player captain thing too, and then kind of doing it like how they used to.
Yeah, like East West.
You're the
East West, and then they just kind of.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty split. There's a lot of talent on both sides. I think I think
it would be dope too, just to see them in their own jerseys or like their jerseys, but spiffed up. For
a special one.
You know,
I mean, technically, the Nets have never been good.
The Nets are never.
They had promise. They've always had promise. Like
they had a little.
The Nets have never been good.
They had
like, New Jersey Nets. That was
when they were back in the day. Was it before they had Kid? Right.
No one knows.
Do they have Kid
for a while? But that was after
his Dallas.
That was after his good days. But who was it? Like I can't remember. Like Sean Marion or something. I can't remember.
That was one of those teams where on NBA Jam I always skipped over. I was like the Nets. I ain't gonna pick the Nets. Give me Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp and Gary Payton.
Yeah, the glove.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a little detour down the I-10 though. Or not.
Also, thank you guys for asking me how my week was.
Shit, didn't do
I've
that.
only,
Hey, Josh,
hold
on. How was your week?
I'm gonna just say that it feels good to be acknowledged sometimes, but yeah, it's been good. I had my tooth pulled out. Tooth pulled out on Monday after I didn't have a weekend. I was like at this personal leadership experience on the West Side all weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Didn't really get to have any rest time, and then on Monday I had to get a tooth pulled. So been a little adjustment on that, but I've been trying to keep a positive. A little PMA, a little positive mental attitude.
What's the time frame?
6 months. I got to get the implant.
But okay.
Healing wise, like I'm good. I can't really eat like. I don't think I can eat like a burger yet. Probably in like a week or something. So I've just been having soup. Soup sucks. I mean, no, I love soup, but like to have soup every day sucks.
You want some mac and cheese?
No.
You need to warm it up anyway. No pun.
No, it's just like it's like soft foods. Probably like the next week.
How was the procedure? Like
it took like less than 45 minutes. They just like shot up like I think it was like 3 shots, just all on one side.
They didn't numb the other side at all.
No,
you get knocked out.
Nope.
So they were standing on top of you.
It's like baby shit. If you get knocked out to get tooth pulled, come on. What are we in
Did
third
they put
grade?
the thing over your nose? Or that's
I mean,
they
just always knocked me out. That's like no choice.
I thought that's just laughing gas.
No, that's nitrous. What is that? Nitrous oxide.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I thought they would give to when you don't get knocked out.
Yeah.
Well, that's expensive. Like you pay extra for that versus local anesthesia, but
because you don't feel shit, huh?
No, like I didn't feel shit. Like it didn't hurt at all. Like the guy gave me like fucking the shots. He's like, he's like, oh sorry. I'm like, that's your job. Stop.
Does that hurt
like,
the most, or did you?
That actually, like normally when I get the like the deep cleaning and they do it like right below your nose and above your gums, like that hurts. But it's like for a second.
Bit, yeah.
But then it felt wild because like he's like you're gonna feel a lot of pressure because they were pulling and they were also like he was holding my jaw down, and at one point it didn't hurt at all, but it was this wild sensation like he could like rip my jaw off.
Was it all hands?
My jaw,
or was there like something keeping your mouth open?
No, it was all hands. Like I was just holding it open
by himself.
I was holding my mouth open. He was pushing down, and he was pushing down and pulling up at the same time. So like he's pulling, I could feel my head move a little bit. And then it was over. Like I was like, that was very quick.
Did you keep your tooth?
No, you're not allowed to by California law. You can't keep any organic
Biohazard.
material.
What?
How are they gonna clone you?
Well, no, they'll probably clone me. I can't clone myself.
Yeah, so I mean, how are they gonna? That's the way they need it. They need to keep it so they can clone.
So it's
you.
illegal to like tooth fairy stuff?
Not if it's in your own home, but like a medical thing. Like if you had like a tumor
surgery.
removed, you can't keep it. You can't keep the tumor.
It's not a tumor.
I thought they used to give people their tooth. They probably made a new law, changed it.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Yeah, it felt like, back when you get your wisdom teeth pulled out, people would keep them.
I don't know. I don't think I got. To
I remember. I think when I was like a kid and I got my baby teeth, I remember having that, but not the wisdom teeth.
I didn't keep mine, but they put them in the case.
Yeah, they put them in the
Super
case,
weird.
and you
jingle them.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That was like 10 years ago plus, though.
No, I was
so
over that.
things probably
That's 20
changed.
years plus.
People selling bootleg teeth on the market or something like that.
Well, that's like the. I mean, I don't want to change the subject, but it was like the crematorium that got. There was like this like.
Oh, are you talking about that
stench.
one in Colorado?
Yeah, there was like this terrible smell coming from like this basically like crematorium, like and they found out that there was 140 like rotting bodies there, and that they never actually
Cremated them.
Where were they at?
Just inside the crematorium, I guess. And so like the people were being given like just like
Just stuff?
I think some
Not-
because they said
ash, like, not like
the consistency of the ash, because like if you've seen
thick
like
and heavy,
cremated like remains, they have a certain consistency because it's like
it's
powdery,
like
but
dark
then
and
it's
light,
also like
yeah.
there's chunks in it because like
Yeah.
it doesn't go completely bone.
Mm-mm.
And then but they said they were like the consistency was weird, and they tested them and it was just like cement powder.
Yeah, that was it.
What would be the purpose of not
Well, because like it's
cremating
probably
people?
it's probably expensive to like keep it running. Like that's very high temperatures, and like you have to and the disposal and everything. So if you just keep them in the morgue, what's
Dude,
the
I've
big
heard
deal?
about cutting corners, but that's crazy.
That's crazy. 140 bodies just like stacked.
It might have
up.
been like 180 or something like
Were
that.
they like a hoarder?
It's crazy.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, like
should look it
I
up.
guess technically it's a crematorium.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much space can you have? Like, I don't think they're.
Well, they're in the business of
You're
burning
right,
bodies,
you're right,
so
you're
there's
right.
probably a lot. But I mean, if they get to the
do you
point
think
where
they
they're
weren't doing it
decomposing,
to sell other stuff out of the bodies?
I mean, if they were just rotting there, I don't think like they
if
were
just-
selling
they were
selling
just,
the parts because like
legit just rotting there.
I heard this podcast about like how back in the day there was like when medicine was just becoming like less, it was becoming more scientific and less
yeah.
than like there's leeches and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even like Yale and Harvard, like you would only get like 1 or 2 bodies a year that you can
Test
examine and like just dissect and then but they were hungry for knowledge back then, so they would they'd pay the school itself or the people in the medical department would pay people to rob graves. And like they would bring them in for like medical procedures and stuff like that, just to like look at them, but because they'd have to be fresh, so they dig up fresh graves.
So, when was this time period?
It's probably like 1800s, late 1800s.
Do you think that had anything to do with people thinking that there was like zombies or people coming back because they're like recently buried and then a grave being exhumed?
I think not in that sense, but I think maybe in like
Pockets.
South, like Louisiana, because like the Haitian population. I think like because that part has a lot of from the West Indies and stuff. Like I think Jamaica, like all the people who have like either forcefully removed from there from like plantations and they get brought up to like Louisiana, that New Orleans area.
Voodoo's not bad to them, right?
Voodoo's like not bad at all. It's not inherently bad. Like
it's just magic, right? Is that like a word for magic?
It's a religion. It's a religion.
It's a
pretty
religion.
much. And it's like there's it's pretty cool. I actually would love to learn more about it. I wanted to go to when I visited for Nufo's bachelor. I wanted to go to like the Voodoo Temple and just like learn about it. You can do some like.
Do we know how old it is? And its
Voodoo's-
origination.
I mean, I have no idea. It's non-Christian based, and like there's like I think there's. I may be wrong, but there is like maybe a bad side of it where it's like blood magic or whatever like that.
'Cause I don't know much about it at all. I thought it was just like kind of like magic.
But yeah, it's inherently like it's like I think in Christianity and stuff, like death is
Looked at
a bad
differently.
thing. Like you die, you either go to hell, you go to heaven. Whereas in Santeria, maybe that's it. It's not called
Santeria is-
it's not called voodoo.
Santeria is the Spanish, like when they put like a Santeria on you. It's like a
No,
spell.
Santeria, like look at it. I think Santeria is like just also what it could be called. I don't practice Santeria.
Oh,
I think
that's
it's like a religion.
It's like a denomination.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's not necessarily bad, but it's like life and death are all the same cycle. It's all
it's
one
like
thing.
everything's on the same plane.
Yeah, you're
kinda,
not.
huh?
Yeah, you're not like.
So they can tap in with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, so it is very like
That's weird.
earthly.
Earthly, yeah.
Santeria is a fusion of Catholic practices and African folk beliefs. It emerged in Cuba during the 17th century. Yeah, it's Cuban specific.
17th, so that's the 1600s.
Mm-hmm. So then it probably it's spread to all like the Latin communities and everything.
Dang,
Spread to
that's crazy.
Sublime.
And voodoo voodoo is a sensational pop culture caricature of Vodun. Vodun is Afro-Caribbean religion originated in Haiti.
So it's just Haitian.
Yeah, so it's like Vodun is what it's actually called.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
More you know. Dang.
It is more than belief. It is a way of life.
What's going to be your first food back, though? Are you craving anything? Like
I really just like want fried stuff. Like like I ate last week's fried chicken, but it was all like soggy.
Mushy.
It was still good though. It's fried chicken. Can't get bad.
It's great.
Especially
Are you only eating on one side?
Yeah. I'm like chewing a little bit if it gets over there, but I kind of I had donuts at the office yesterday. I brought some donuts and I'm like chewing on one side and I realized like because it's not going over the tongue, going over the palate,
You're
like
not tasting
I'm not
it?
tasting like the extreme sweetness. It's like very one note as I'm eating the donuts.
That first
And
touch.
it's just one note and chew?
Yeah, because it's like like the back of the tongue has different receptors for flavor than the front of the tongue and the middle and the sides. So it's like it's good, but it's all disappointing, man.
You said you were trying to you're using PMA. Is there like something specific that you're using positive mental attitude that's like making it?
I mean, I'm just like not trying to get down on like anything. Like I can't worry about the future with the cost or the procedure itself. It's like just living it day by day, just trying to like instead of like just going to work and like, oh, I can't wait for the weekend. I actually learned a lot about this stuff from the experience or like practices. It's just like, it's good. Like I had a good day at work. I got to go to the office. I got to see some coworkers. I got to interact. It's like do a little photo shoot. It's fun just kind of like interacting with my coworkers rather than because I'm a work from home guy. So it's nice getting some social interaction rather than just, I mean, I love taking a nap on my breaks too, though, or when I'm supposed to be working sometimes. Unofficially, I don't do that.
Allegedly. Yeah. It's important to see people, I mean, connection, especially if you like them.
I think it's good. I think it's important to see people you don't like too.
Is it?
I think so.
Test your like your outlook to see your patience and stuff.
It can expand you in a lot of ways. Extending grace, extend your outlook on things.
So you're saying that you think you should, on a regular basis, put yourself in a position where you're going to hang out and be with somebody that you don't like.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be more beneficial for you as a person.
I feel like that's really easy. There's just like
but it is.
I know there's something I don't really like, but
I wouldn't say
there's
not
a lot
really
of people that I
like.
don't like kick it with.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say about people. I would say maybe situations, more putting yourself out into things you normally wouldn't do.
Well, I mean, you're saying like new experiences or things that you don't normally do, like going outside of your routine. I agree, that's great, but like to hang out with people you don't like,
I think that's good too. Or to hang out with people that have opposing views as you. Which is a better characterization of
I
what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
that part's what I thought you were saying, but that part seems
Yeah.
really easy to me. It doesn't seem like it's a...
But I mean, very different. Not just like we differ on views.
well, like, are you going to go to a Klan rally or something then?
I think it's kind of. I
Black
think it would be
Klansmen?
kind of
Beneficial to hear both sides?
Well, you kind of would see where people are coming from. Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily helpful. I do see like where you can see, like, observe, and then maybe even like have a conversation with somebody with opposite views. Yeah, that's great. But like that, I don't think that's anything helpful about going to that. Like, their stance. Like, are you gonna become sympathetic to them? Are you gonna like convert them? Like, but to just be around, put yourself in situations with a negative that are maybe even like hostile situations. Like, I don't know how that's helpful.
Well, I think it would be the mentality of how you look at it. It wouldn't be negative, possibly. It could just be an experience that you didn't like.
When's the last one that you experience you can remember?
That I didn't like that I had to go do?
That you were like, you specifically put yourself there.
Oh, specifically did that?
Yeah. Like, have you ever?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I don't do it often now.
But like,
can you think of one though? Like where you're like, I'm going to go specifically to be around people that I don't like.
Oh, to be around people I don't like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't think I can say that I've ever like been like, I'm
like a
specifically
church, like going to a church. Yeah, that's 100% going to church.
So
I'm going to be around people that have different views than I do.
But do you say you don't like them?
You're not going there willfully. You're going with like,
I am going there willfully.
Family and stuff. It's like,
no, I mean, it just be someone's like, would you go with me to church? And I just don't want to go, but I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but you're not interacting with them really. You're like all kind of observing.
But that's putting myself in a situation I know I'm not going to like.
I mean more like you going to hang out with a former drummer that used to be in a band with you.
No, I don't do that. No,
that's what I mean though. Like you're not putting yourself in scenarios like that.
Yeah, because like I don't enjoy.
That's
church.
a person that
like,
you don't like. Church is something you don't like as a thing, but it's not a person that you like specifically. Like I don't like this person.
That's true.
Like I definitely agree. You should always be around people that are going to push your limits of your mentality. Yeah. That's really important.
Maybe that's like, the limit then. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to be around people. I'm like, damn, I hate this fool. Let's go hang out.
I mean, but I could see how things like you could take like, okay, I'm not saying that I would know anything about this person, but it would be fun to go hang out with someone that lives like off the grid and lives off the land.
So different.
But that's not someone you don't like.
Yeah.
But that's why I said I don't know if I wouldn't like. I don't know them at all.
So you're saying something that's different. Like
I think that's like I think that's a bit of a different
it is
take
different.
than somebody you don't like.
It is different.
Yeah, because like I don't think any of us would find any beneficial or change our perspective if we went to a Klan rally. A Trump rally, like I think you could connect with people. That's not like a Klan rally. No, that's like people's. That's just people with hate in their heart, like they don't want to talk. Like that's not, it's like it's violence, chaos, and I love chaos, but not that kind of chaos.
There was that woman though. That's a terrible way to start the comment. There was that woman.
Oh, I know.
No,
I've met
but
a woman.
She, I think she was. I'm gonna really butcher this. She's Middle Eastern. I'm not sure what, but she's a journalist, and she specifically went to like Klan rallies.
Crazy, yeah.
And she actually ended up turning people away from it because they were able to talk to her, and they'd never actually talked to the people that like they said that they hated. And they're like, "Oh my god, but you're really cool," which is always a statement. "Oh, but you're a cool one," or "You're really cool." And then like all of a sudden, like, and she was putting herself like in like Proud Boys areas and all that.
Yeah. So wait, then not to cut you off, but if you're a reporter and you don't put yourself in situations where people you don't like, how are you gonna have good content? I feel like reporters do that. They do that, right?
Yeah, that's their job.
But it is beneficial, right? There is a beneficial outcome of it outside of them, right? For the people, right? Could be.
Yeah, because that's their that's what job of a reporter. Yeah, but like for your average person, that's not seeking that out. Like
that, it doesn't matter to
them. Yeah. Like I think definitely somebody like to hang around people with opposite views of you. Like I think we have like I
think it'd be cool to go to a cult.
I mean, you might have more in common with them with them.
I don't know anything about them. That's what I'm saying.
Depends what kind of cult. Cause that's a very
Scientology, freaking the Waco kind of cult, like any kind of cult.
I've heard some stuff about the Waco cult. I mean, that's maybe it's a little biased, but I don't know about that.
They're all a little different, but it'd be cool.
Well, a lot of it is like very. It's all like. I think anything that like worships a central figure, like they're more important than anyone else, whether it's like
whatever
a religion or just like a social group or something. Like I guess that's why I have a negative thing towards like celebrity. Like I like celebrities and stuff. Like I like the idea of it, but like to idolize one person so much, like singers or K-pop. I'm like, why? I guess because like I've also we also loved celebrities when we were growing up. We knew about them. But like if you're given so much power, like maybe unknowingly, you're going to abuse that power. And we know a lot of these people are very capable and have done bad things. Like, you know, I used to love Kevin Spacey as an actor, but he's a fucking terrible person.
But is it difficult for you to separate the two?
What, the person and the celebrity?
The person and the art, or the person and
in certain contexts, like I could still say I think he's a great actor, but I think he's a terrible person. Like, and so I'm not going to like support him or anything, you know, but I don't know. That's a tricky thing. Like, I still love Michael Jackson's music.
Of course, R. Kelly can still be played. Like, Step to the Name of Love. Like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, like we like, cause this stuff is like ingrained in us, like from a young age. Like, we don't know anything. We just know the music. And then we start to like.
But does it matter if they are a bad person and we like their creations?
I mean, it depends on you. Like, do you want to support this person or not? Like,
sure. They made something I like.
Yeah, exactly. But like, okay, so this is a little bit of a, you guys see anything about that? I think it was New York Times where like people were talking about people on Adidas and the Yeezy team were talking about like, and it's like, I still think Yeezy is, or Ye is like, he's very smart. He's very creative. I think he's a genius in certain areas, and like makes, at least I don't even listen to the new stuff, but like I think he made amazing music. But like just because I like him doesn't mean I have to like support him.
I used to like supporting of him though, because the only support you could give him is buying his creations.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I'm not listening to his music. I'm not buying his shoes or anything.
You wouldn't, even like, if you liked it.
Well, like, I think I have like one pair of Yeezys, and I bought it like probably 5-6 years ago, and I don't wear them just because like they're cool, but like they're mad uncomfortable.
That's what I'm saying. Do you not support him because you don't like what you've maybe found out about him personally, or you don't like him because you don't like the creations or music he's putting out?
I think like, yeah, like I very, very lightly listen to it. I'm not really into the new music. And like, yeah, I think just what his public, comments and stances on stuff is like just further reinforced. Like, I'm just not going to fuck with him anymore. I'm not going to go out of my way to like, you know, bash him or something, but I'm just like, just not fucking with him anymore. Like, I guess, similar to like how you're like, oh, try and like, I was never really, I liked Travis Scott's earlier stuff, you know, but then I don't know, like I think there were all these young people that were like, oh, Travis Scott saved my life, this and that, and I was like, I think that kind of like pushed me away a little bit, and so I didn't.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I think it was just like him himself, his personality, like his music. I think he lost me with some stuff, but I never disliked him, never disliked the music. But then like that and the Astro World thing, and like, yeah, that's public opinion, was definitely colored by that. But
so it's hard for you to separate the two, seems like.
No, but then like listening to like the new album, like, because I'm not a Travis fan, but then I was like, so already my opinion was biased from the start. But then I listened to it, to it more, and then I was like, yeah, I like it. It's not like I don't think it's like album of the year, but like I think it's really well done. I think there's a lot of great music, a lot of great production, a lot of great verses, a lot of great guests and everything. Like, I would still like to hear him like as a solo album with minimal features, just to like, I know he's capable of it, but I don't know if he's
doing it.
Yeah, if he's gonna do that.
When you're talking about separation, like, you're talking about like separating the person from the art. Like, I think it's like easier to talk about the piece. Like if you're talking about the movie Seven, I can easily be like, oh yeah, Kevin Spacey played a really great bad guy in that. That's it.
Well, what makes it hard to say he's a good actor in general? Because
he might not be a good actor in all movies. But I'm just saying when people talk about art, like it's like, I think it's important, like sometimes to talk about like the piece that you're talking about, like why, like, oh, I really liked that thing that they did. I don't really care about the person. Most people really don't care about the artists unless they're turned into celebrities. You know, they get celebrified or whatever. Like, because like really like
Celebritized.
I mean, there's so many things that we've come in contact with that we like, you know, what it is, but we have no idea who the creator is behind it.
Yeah, I honestly could care less what anyone does. If I like something, I like it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying you like it and not the thing. Where for Kanye, I think you actually like.
I don't know Kanye. I just
So that's what I'm saying. You like the thing that he creates.
I don't know him, so I can't even really be like, well, I don't. All I can do is judge what he creates. When I'm going and talking about like personal stuff, that could be propaganda. That could be a ploy. That could be not real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All I can do is talk about what I know is real and say I like his music.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like when that's exactly like the separation is like
I don't know
talking
him as a
about the
person.
product.
You know, I don't know him as a person.
Yeah.
I could say, oh, he's maybe said some stuff that's not cool, but I don't even know if that's true.
Well, I mean, like, but the whole thing is like, because you're saying you don't like him, but I think you do have an affinity for him because it's like just to defend a person is like you have affection for them, you have an affinity for them, and I don't think that's anything wrong. But like, I don't think it's like I feel like you're kind of stating it as your thing is like black or white. It's not. It's either this 100%. 0%.
R. Kelly, another. It's not going to stop me from listening to his music. Him never coming out of jail doesn't change anything really in my mind that he did that. If I hear the song, it's still a good song.
Yeah.
When I hear the Sonic Lead song comes on, it doesn't change anything. Just because he's this type of person doesn't make my brain be like, this song's not good.
Is there anything a person can do that will make you stop listening to their music?
Not if it's good. That's what I'm saying. No, not if it's good. There's nothing because it's good music and I liked it.
Yeah.
So I don't know the person. Whatever they do on their own time, do what you want to do. I'm not buying into that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's why I was wondering if like, you know,
there's nothing.
There's
absolutely nothing.
Slaughtered like an 8 like a family.
There's absolutely nothing.
Like that song comes on, you're just
fine.
like,
I'm gonna love it. What's gonna change? What's gonna make?
I don't know. It might just make me feel weird.
What?
Like listening to like some music that I used to love, and I'm like, damn, this fool just singing right now, literally just like cannibalized like a family of 15, and just like made them all watch why they ate one by one. Like I think there.
I don't know. I still love the music.
Well, because I mean, look at
Just be sitting there dancing.
like
I would. I really would.
Like, I mean, because we were talking about Russell Brand the other week. Like, doesn't it? Because it seems like even if they're just allegations now, there are like, and he's like admitted to him. He said it's all consensual and stuff. But doesn't that color your
opinion?
I mean, I guess this is more because like I know we both used to listen to his podcast, the Football Is Nice podcast, and it's like
it was different than the other one.
Yeah, and I liked it because it was different.
Yeah.
But it does make me feel weird to like listen to it now. I mean, because I stopped listening because they didn't make any new episodes for a long time, and then to like get back on it, I'm like,
It doesn't change any for that one. Actually, doesn't change much what I think about him and always thought about him, because he seems like a guy who's trying to like absolve his sins and push. Like he pushes the way he tries to like push like human consciousness and enlightenment, and we're all connected together and everything like that. He seems like he pushes it so
he was
hard.
a crackhead. That's what they all do that aren't crackheads anymore. You've never met a crackhead or ex-crackhead?
No.
They try to tell Jesus the way. They try to tell you.
But like he's not really Jesus-ing the way.
But he's trying to just tell you to be better. It's just open your eyes.
Spiritual in your own
way.
way.
I just think it like yeah, a lot of talk comes from that when it's just somebody that feels like they've done bad and they're constantly like whipping. They're like, it's like a whipping themselves kind of thing. Like it's basically like sometimes I hear him talk, I'm like, I just think this is for your ego. Like you're talking to yourself for yourself.
He's like overcompensating.
Really, yeah. I mean, I have no idea. That's my projection, so I probably do that too if I'm projecting it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what makes you feel that way? I just look at him as an ex-druggie that's really smart.
Yeah, I mean, I think his linguistics are great.
He's studied. He's read a book or two.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's smart, and
that's all I'm saying. There is, that's what I'm saying.
I think you like to minimize things as small as you possibly can and chop them to be like you're like he did drugs, he read a book. That's all he is now, a druggie who read a book. Like,
compartmentalizing.
Yeah, like I think like you really like to do, which is fine.
But fits.
But like I think like that just makes it way like kind of like the black and white thing Josh was saying, but it's like it's just like there's no levels to it, and if somebody tries to speak to levels to you, you're like, nope, he's just this, and it's like,
well, maybe levels don't exist to me.
Yeah, I mean, like I think
you think all girls are the same? They're all baddies? No, you have levels of baddies.
There's definitely levels to the game. But
all you gotta do is mention baddies.
No, but when I speak of stuff like that, I do minimalize it because none of us know him personally. All of what our perception and what we think we know of him is what's been propagated to us.
But doesn't he's the...
But they're also the propagators.
He's
of
also
their
the
own
one that's
persona.
Yeah, he's painting it. He's the one that's painting the easel.
He is, but who's to say that's his actual...
But that's your choice.
Well, if you want to trust them.
Like,
but that's what I'm saying. That's
you go around the world. You interact with the world in the same idea all the time. You don't walk up to water and go, "Oh, I don't know if it's water this time." No, you drink it like it's water because it's water.
You do when it's a frozen over lake,
bro. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Water in a bottle, water in a cup, water coming out of a spout.
You do when you go to Mexico.
It's not like
it's water.
It's not like you're like, "Oh, I don't know what this is." It's like if somebody's giving you that thing, if it's stating it and it's being like they're wearing it, then I think also like he wants.
If a homeless person gave you a clear bottle that had no label on it,
do you think that Russell Brandon doesn't want to be perceived the way he's trying to show himself? You think he wants to be perceived completely differently?
That's up to interpretation. I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know.
Well, how do you walk
that's like
out?
a little bit of a cop out to say like you don't like the way that people are performing in public. Like it's not up to perception. They're doing it in a way to evoke certain reactions and emotions and feelings from other people. If they're just pretending to be a good guy, like, but yeah, that's
but hasn't
what they're
he always
projecting.
had the same shtick though? It's what I'm saying though. He hasn't. It's been the same when he was a druggie, when he's off of drugs, before he was famous, seeming now.
I mean, I think he's always had a ramped up, like, energetic attitude, but what he talks about,
yeah, the subject matter could change, but the time it seemed like he put into the thought about it was always the same. It seemed like he's very deep on everything, always.
I don't know if it was when he was I wasn't listening to him. Or
he would go on rants. He made famously a rant about American pharmaceuticals way back before he was really on national TV. Like while he's being interviewed, like he's always
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He's always kind of been like that.
Yeah,
even like when he filmed Forgetting Sarah Marshall, like he's always been that guy, right? Or am I wrong?
I suppose. I don't know.
At least he's always portrayed that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but when he
but
like that's what he's saying. He's like this is his character that he's portraying.
So
like that's his
which makes me say, well, he's always been this shtick. Either he is like that or that's just the character he portrays to the people. Which to me it could be either or because there's a lot of people that don't put their real foot forward that are in that kind of community.
Maybe.
You believe? Well, I mean, I just don't believe actors and the way they portray themselves like on late night shows. That's not how they really are. We only get a small glimpse of them.
I mean, I don't go around like thinking about how people are too often, but I also don't go around thinking that people are living like half lives or like alternate realities or something. I think like I know that there are people like I know 100% on social media that is what happens. Like, and I don't really, I guess, put much effort or attention into it. But like that makes me think. Then, like, do you think then like all your friends do that?
100%. I don't see most people post like the real. It's mostly like the glorified portions of their life.
Well, no. Are you speaking about social media, or do you mean just like their? Like
I just mean, do you think people
in general?
Do you think like
I think in general, most people try to portray themselves better than they actually are.
So, like even walking around out in the world,
I believe so. You try to put your best foot forward, right? Even if
so.
It's
do
not.
You portray yourself differently than what you actually are?
At times, probably.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, I know. Like there's the fake it to make it kind of mentality, but I don't think you're talking about that. I think you're talking about like a completely.
I mean,
different
it sounds like you're projecting a false persona of like who you actually are. Whether I think it's more. I mean, this is my opinion. I think it's more like you you have different emotions and you have different moods, and those just come out different ways. Like if you're angry and you don't want to appear angry to other people, like you're not going to be
angry.
Like, yeah, does that mean like you're being dishonest? You're being, I guess that's for me. I guess that's a part of the interpretation. Like, are you not being?
Well, you're not being authentic,
facetious,
right?
Well, but what's the point of being authentic? Is like there's this difference between projecting your mood onto other people, or just like because you could feel that way on the inside, and you don't have to portray or project that on the outside. Like that does. I don't
say that again.
Like you could feel a certain way on the inside, but that doesn't mean you have to like project it to the outside just because what you're broadcasting. I don't think that's necessarily like has to align with exactly what you're feeling inside. Like if you're going to a job, if like your job, you're in a bad mood, are you going to act negatively to the coworkers? And if you don't act negatively, does that mean you're being a fake?
No, you act like you're doing well. And I forget the person who had a conversation about that, but it was a black lady and a black man back in the day. And she said, well, you go to work and pretend to be happy. Why can't you just come home and pretend to be happy with me, your wife? You come home, take all your anger out on me, but you go to work pissed off, but they only see you smiling. They only know the happy version of you. Why can't I only know the happy version of you and you say you love me?
Or you're like me who on a call just gets in an argument with his boss and gets a threatened to be fired. But I mean, yeah. I
know what I mean though, right?
I know
most people are like, you go into work and you're trying to just appease. You're really not trying to.
I don't know. I think when I go in, I think I hold back. Like I'm letting out like 75-80% of my personality. And I think like the rest I'm like filtering through. Like I'm not going to talk the same way I talk to them as I do with you guys. Yeah. But I'm not like, I don't view that as me
video
being
was back from like.
Yeah, no, I've seen that one. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but
there is a sense of changing who you are depending on who you're around.
Yeah,
and
I mean, because like
to fit the correct thing, like you're not gonna act one way, one place, no place there, unless you're Blueface, then you always act the same. Always.
No, that's why that quote always stuck with me because it is true. You do put on a front for certain things, and the people you love, you kind of give them the most brash part of you.
Do you feel like because you said you went to 80%, and this is just a playing of words? Are you? But like. Even though you're at 80% of like, I guess your full character, maybe it's 100% of your office character.
Yeah, I guess you could say that because like when I'm not cursing. I'm not like, I might voice my opinion on a subject, but I'm not going to go as extreme and like the way I would elucidate my opinion. Ooh. It's not as like, it's not going to be as brash.
Yeah,
as if I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit softer.
So it's not really like, it's more controlling my output rather than putting on a false persona. But it is like at the same time, like I am wearing somewhat of a mask. Yeah, but I think like I go like, yeah, I think maybe, yeah, like 10% is very context sensitive or with the people I'm hanging out with. But I would like to think that like 90% is still all. Yeah. It's like whoever behind the mask is, it's still always the same person.
Do you think? I like you're talking about masks. Do you think? I don't want to say the United States, but I'm just gonna make it that big. Do you think we have like an emotion problem in the United States?
What do you mean?
Like our ability to
handle it.
Well, to also like. Handle emotions, but also express and offset when we need to. Like
that's what I mean by handling them.
Being able to like address your anger and also express your anger. Being able to address your sadness and express it. Being able to like, I know like historically people are always like, oh, like the British have like no emotion. They're always like, but I feel like in the U.S. like especially out in L.A. and stuff like that, and also like I think on social media, the whole like bright and chipper. I'm always doing something. I'm always awesome. I'm always on my business shit. I'm doing look at the boom. Like it's like that whole thing, and it kind of takes away.
Look at Californians as fake or New Yorkers as
But I mean, like yeah. I guess like that because like there just seems to be. I just wonder sometimes if like there's like a sense of like you have all these like mental health things that build up because like there's just a squash on like being able to like express yourself in a full way, whether it be like, what do I do with this anger? What do I do with this shame? What do I do with this like sadness or fear? You know?
I think so. I think you're right. I think we have a big problem with that. And I think it's just been exponentially getting worse.
Because I do wonder, and why I was saying that is I don't know anything about the shooter. I haven't looked into it, but there was the gentleman who was in the main shooter. It's 18.
I believe so.
Yeah, and anytime like I said, I haven't looked into this one yet, but anytime that I see that there's a shooter, my mind usually goes towards like, where was like the trigger, anger? Where's the thing that's like behind everything that's pushing this forward? Because I generally don't think people just wake up and like pour orange juice and decide like, oh, today.
Not most people.
Like,
there's
yeah,
outliers,
I don't want to
yeah,
say like,
most.
and I don't want to say like no, never. But I feel like there's generally like there's a something that was like, and maybe nothing would change, but like I don't know, like I feel like if I wasn't able to express, and I still have a hard time expressing anger, like it pops up, and all of a sudden you have like
it overflows.
Oh my god! And then the
erupts.
one person,
I guess erupt is like more of a,
and then there's the one person that who knows down the line that catches it, and then.
Well, I would say I think because of the culture in America, like the United States specifically, we're very much taught we're an individualist, or we're a nation of individuals. We're taught like that the individual's opinion and sense of self is so important. But I think we're taught to like center ourselves in everything, whether it's like politics or anything. Like it's our personal opinion that's like that's either we express it louder or we think it's more valuable or it's right than the next person. But we center ourselves.
Do we like to keep more in?
Yeah.
Or we're taught to keep more in.
Yeah, but we're not taught to like mediate,
express, right?
Or like we're taught to be emotional,
for sure.
But we're not taught to like how to manage the emotions. We're not taught like how to deal with like anger, probably anger specifically, or negative thoughts. I think as a like how you were saying California's fake, but then I think it also speaks to like the Midwest. The Midwest is like kind of historically known to be very polite, but there's a lot of passive aggressiveness, when people are expressing themselves. And I think that's just as a country, we're kind of taught to do that. It's like keep a straight face, but not really let anyone know what's really going on the inside. And so like it erupts like in regards to the main shooter. He was an Army reservist, I believe.
What happens? What should happen when something like that happens?
What do you mean?
When like it's like a mental problem.
Hold that thought, because you were gonna say he's an Army reservist. I just want to know like his.
Well, that ties into like a lot of.
Did he come back? Was he like?
Well, he's an Army Reserve, so it's like I don't like never deployed or anything, but he has all the training. But also, when you're in the military, you're taught to not just taught, but you're conditioned to obey orders and kind of disregard personal thoughts in service to what you're told to do or how you're supposed to act. And I think that kind of has to go with like look at like all the veterans and. Of the country that have a lot of problems, mental illness, not to speak of just PTSD from like all their experiences, and like and if you look at the VA, like it's just now kind of they're looking into different methods of trying to help people treat things rather than just medicate things, and that's like with military industrial complex, the big pharmaceutical like. Industry in the United States, and I think it's a problem that not one really thing can help. I think because we can't just give it a Band-Aid. We have to treat it from like birth, like how you see. I think it's not widespread at all, but like they're teaching. We touched on this in the previous episode where. They're teaching kids to like do yoga at a young age and like talk things out rather than like, just attention. Mm-hmm. Like they're teaching kids how to have better methods of communication rather than, because like, if there's a problem child in a class, like a problem child, that's not just because he wants to be a dick. It's like, it's coming from home. There's something behind it. It's not just
totally.
Like, I'm sure there maybe once in a while there is like somebody with just, maybe that's even like just ADD or something like outbursts, but it's like I think it all comes from somewhere, whether it's the home or like maybe how they are treated in school.
Yeah.
What do you think's better, the soft hand or tough love?
I think there's like,
Do I only get to pick both? Can I have? I only get to pick both.
I know you need both, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Why would I pick?
We're a nation leaning towards the first, the prior. We want to be softer now. Not saying it's good or bad. Coming from a more tougher, maybe.
I mean, I honestly think that that's when people don't understand it, and the people that think soft hand is being like soft is why that's fucked up and why that doesn't work. Because like when Josh was talking about teaching kids how to like speak out, that shit's hard as hell. Most of my people that I know that are my age and older can't talk clearly and openly and successfully. They get riled up. Something triggers. I mean, I get triggered. I don't know if you guys do. And like, it takes a bit to be like, okay, I gotta come down, get my wits about me. And then can I speak about this? And like, to me, that shit's hard. Not only because like you're regulating yourself, but you might say something that I don't like and I can't be like, fuck you and throw my shit, or like, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing about communication and talking is also be able to receive. So I think that.
But when you're being taught, I mean, like, because I guess like the army would be the last portion because you're an adult when you're in the army.
I mean, whatever adult is, but yeah.
You know what I mean.
know what you mean.
Legally.
Yeah.
And they're kind of, like you said, they're kind of telling you what to do in that you kind of have no voice. You're part of the cog.
Because you have to be.
And that's kind of like the same thing from schooling, right? Up until there. So basically, you do that or you do school, and then you can either stop that and kind of go into the real world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, do you think it's not beneficial the way the military structured, how they kind of like try to teach people, or just how we teach people in general? Because we are trying to change a lot of like methods and I guess practices of teaching kids.
I think for the military to succeed, or any group that has to follow an order, you have to be able to not exist as yourself. Like there has to be because I mean there has to be a piece of for the large thing to work, especially with military or something like that. It works when you don't ask questions back. It works when you do what you're told. It works when you are like, I'm not Sean. I'm like, part of the group, my team, whatever it is, kind of thing.
So how do you change like the schooling to be not that? Because that's what school is, right?
Schooling is weird to me because I never really thought much of histories written by the victors until I was out of school, and I went and I thought about what we read and everything that we did, mainly in history class, honestly.
But that kind of like bleeds into many other arenas.
Yeah, it really does. And then also you look at things like why, like they're like, oh, well, you have to do like science 1 and science 2 and like these things. Like it does make me wonder, like, but why was that like the case? I mean, like,
what is it doing? What is it helping me?
Besides math and
language arts.
Yeah, you should be able to write.
Realistically,
PE should be different, though, completely different.
Well, it should be like
let's get the whole functioning fit.
PE should be like mental health too.
Well, yeah, I think it's like throughout schooling we're taught to just absorb knowledge, but we're not taught skills of any sort
or application, really.
Like, yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, how do we really like everything? Everyone's trying to change adults. But how do you change a society that's been taught a certain way and it's been in your head?
Adults
get to the point to where you do have your own type of thoughts. You've already been propagated to the point to where it's subconscious.
That's where like the adult thing is like, it's really hard. I mean, us three are sitting here and there's parts of ourselves that we will be lucky if we change throughout our life. Not because we don't want to. It's not for the want of trying. It's just because it's so deeply ingrained. Like, I don't know if you ever look at your parents and go like, what the hell? Like, how are you still talking? Like, this thing isn't good for you, but it's because it's like so ingrained into their habits.
Racism with my parents, they're not racist, but they'll say some crazy shit. But both of them were in situations to where it's like, I cannot say that's, you know what I mean? My mom drank out of a colored fountain. She gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's like, how, like, you have to want to change. And most people, like, you've been doing fine just for most of your life. especially like older generations, like, well, why would you want to change that? You'd have to relearn a lot of whole.
But when you've been oppressed by someone for so long, how do you change? I get it. You got to want it, but how do you want to change that?
There has to be something. It's like you kind of said it, I think, last time, but the only way that you change is that the thing that you're changing to gives you a greater sense of benefit than staying what you are. And you don't get to that usually until over time. Like it's very, that's like the whole thing with working out. People are like, you can't work out for a week or even a month or even maybe 3 months and be like, like, am I ripped yet? Am I huge? Am I where I want to be? You got to like, so I think for a lot, and like, we are a country of fast food, everything. Everyone wants fast change. I don't really expect like older people to change that much, but to what Josh was saying, like, I think it's really important for the youth to be able to change. Now, the hard thing is can you get
we're teaching them the same.
Well, not unless, I mean, like, I guess you were saying.
We're not teaching the same things, but we're teaching in the same styles. So we're
ingraining
I things into them that may not need to be there.
I think it's slow change. Like what Sean was saying, like nothing is Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not changing anything overnight. I think it's like even just teaching kids maybe an hour a week or something about like, communication skills, like mental health and stuff from a young age, even as minimal as that is, I think that's still important because it's something that they'll grow up with. They may or may not latch onto it, but I think, just it's hard because the public school curriculum and stuff, you have to follow a certain set of rules and like curriculum specifically, and that's when like these charter schools come in and they have the best intentions, but like everything gets sidelined because of money, because of funding, because of whatever.
A budget.
Yeah. And then it's like if you have private donors, then you kind of like, I guess you could see what's happening in Florida. It's like they're doing all these book bans of these prolific authors, work that's been like around for a long time, but it's just now they're like erasing it. So it's like, I think we've said this before, public opinion, it's like a pendulum. It swings to like conservative and progressive and back again. It's like they're like, after a lot of change, then it will be a period of conservatism.
Stagnation. Oh, okay.
And then you could say stagnation. It's just like unchanging, or maybe even rolling back things. Like, I wouldn't say nothing about Biden or anything, but like, after this,
is he around still?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he is.
I wish he wasn't, but he's around
still.
But yeah, like after all the like, I mean, when you look about it, it wasn't crazy, but like look at all the change that happened during the Barry years. Like, and then after that, it's just going to swing the other way. Like, it's not going to be like Ford all the time. Like in Germany, right. Angela Merkel, like she was a great progressive leader, but now I think the person after her, like, definitely not as progressive. It's just like in Italy, like when we were there, the prime minister was fucking has ties to like I think
fascism, right?
Italian Brotherhood, Brothers of Italy, or something like that.
Changing too much of their daily life, though?
I don't think they don't seem to be.
That's what I mean. Like, it could.
Well, because I think
I
like
don't know
public
about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, if it's changing a lot of their personal life, maybe they're going to care. But...
I think like public legislation, that is like they might make a decision into law, but that has like. The consequence isn't felt until years later.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like Roe v. Wade, like they overturned that. We're not going to like feel that, I think, for another few years.
Well, the Skittles ban we're not going to feel until the 27.
Well, like you look, like they banned the flavor of the sale of flavored tobacco in California.
Oh yeah, and it took like 2 years, right?
But go into any smoke shop, liquor store, that's still there
because they just don't give a fuck now.
Yeah.
Because I've asked,
it's not being enforced.
That's exactly it. Because I've asked and I said, why is it that at certain places you can get stuff, but if you go to a smoke shop,
yeah. Well, I mean, it's
they don't care. But that's it. They just don't care, and they're willing to take the risk, and the fine,
yeah,
if they get popped.
Oh wait, I wonder what that is.
It wasn't a lot. I think but it's
they confiscate
exponential.
your...
No, I think it's like an exponential thing. So it's like the first time 1,000, the next time 5,000, next time you could lose your license.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like the first
you know?
time is like 10 G's, 11 G's.
Yeah,
but
like,
I think with like how they're banning. I mean, this is like, I know you mentioned it, and we're not specifically talking about it, but how they're banning certain ingredients that are like they're not allowed in Europe at all.
At all. Yeah.
At all.
Yeah,
they're viewed as like
been a thing. Like,
yeah, and they haven't been allowed for a long time.
Yeah.
I think it's just like.
But that's what
they're just going to reformulate because like they need the California market.
They have the time to. That's basically the way the law is written. They have the time to reformulate to keep it on the shelves without that one ingredient.
Just change that,
and then they'll just switch it over.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like I get it. It takes time to change and a lot more than we would like. You know what I mean? But when it's like generation to generation, like how do you change stuff
in a generation?
In between the two. So say like
yeah, you're saying how you change old people.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They have to be willing. That's it. You can't change anyone. They have to be willing. I've seen older people that are willing to change. I've seen some that aren't. And like what it comes down to, it's like on the other side of the road, if they're going to change, is it better? Do they see and do they believe that it's actually better than where they are right now? And for most people, the older you get, you're like, dude, I've been sitting in this couch for a long time. I got worn in spot. Like I don't want to move. Like this is my spot.
Cozy.
Yeah. That's what I was saying is that with like the older you get, it's usually the more conservative you get, and you have a whole lot of, and this is what happens way more on the liberal side, and doesn't really happen on the conservative side, where older people think that they're actually still really liberal and they don't see where they become more conservative because it's not necessarily in the
like a Joe Rogan.
Yeah, like but like it's like they still stick to like the same I'm democratic or I'm this,
I'm hip, I'm cool.
But they don't. But when it comes down to like mental, like or how are you functioning as a human being? Like what, like if like kind of. I don't know, like if you, I remember I told my dad, because he has something with his eyes where like he'll go blind basically. And one of the things that like years ago, I was like, there's this thing that says specifically like high antioxidant breakfasts. Why don't you just, it said clearly, clear as day, it helps out. It's like, why don't you just make like a shake every morning with like blueberries and like some spinach? He said, nope, I wouldn't do that. I was like, I mean, okay. Like that's because like what am I gonna say, but like I just think that there's stuff like that where like there is a sense of the older you get, people will just say, I got this far, I've done this, I don't want to do that.
Like all my dad and like all his relatives, like the Filipino food is it's unhealthy for you. Like a lot of it's like minimal vegetables, a lot of fat. A lot of meat, a lot of oil, lots just like super heavy.
But it's so good.
It's good, a lot of flavor.
It's so good.
But like
a lot of meat.
Then nobody like eats vegetables. Even like the vegetable dishes have like a bunch of meat in it. It's like they don't want to eat vegetables on their own. Like it's, but it's like, so I know that there's like, heart disease and like cancer is kind of like. I think mostly heart disease is like very prevalent in the Filipino community, just in general, Philippines, here, wherever. Because like you look at the food, it's like
black people with high blood pressure and cholesterol.
I mean, like I was gonna say, like I actually think that the Filipino diet is like I would say like
very similar
black American food.
Yeah, soul food. Yeah,
a lot of like
not good.
Everything's fried.
It's not good for
you.
Like deep flavors,
but it's so good. It's like you could still eat that. And just eat other healthy stuff on the side.
Yeah,
whereas, but then it's like a lot of people are like,
I grew up on this.
This is good. I grew up on it. Yeah. Why am I going to eat? Like,
why would I
am I going to change it up?
What I eat?
Like
it hasn't been detrimental. I seen people make it.
That's a huge thing. So and so lived that long with it. I'm like, they're a completely different person. But yeah, like I mean, I get it. I do the same thing on people. Like, and I also know that too with like eating things, like diets are so fucked up and like, it's all just
it's not sustainable.
No. And it's one thing to the other. I mean, like Atkins was so crazy in the 90s. Like, and like, I remember my uncle was on the Atkins diet and he lost a lot of weight. And basically that's what we call keto now. It's like the same.
Plus, carbs.
It's just like it's it's like it's the same thing. They'll come back around. They'll die out. They'll come back around. Stuff like that.
I don't want to judge, but women love a good diet.
Well, it just makes you feel better. Like, I mean, I think like, it's like an active thing of like, you're trying to, because like I think
What's
that
the new one? The insulin medicine?
Ozempic. Yeah, I mean that's not even a diet. That just like
It's not a diet, bro.
that just suppresses your hunger. And like I think because it's like yeah, insulin production and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean this is kind of like our October diet.
Huh.
Suppose.
I think my coworker was talking about. Have you heard of Michael Pollan? He did like the Omnivore's Dilemma. He's like an author. I think he's also like. I think he's a scientist or something. No, he was saying something like about he quit coffee, he quit caffeine for a while just to see how it is, and then he went back on it. Like he started drinking coffee again. He's like, it is so wonderful.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I don't know why I would quit it. But the whole thing with like coffee compared to everything else in like alcohol, like you could say weed, I don't know, like there's not many studies about it, but then like tobacco, nicotine, like it's not good for you.
Mm-mm.
But like without
any kind of
like,
smoke is not good
no.
for it.
Yeah.
But taking into account like none of like if you don't have dairy, if you don't have a lot of sugary stuff in your coffee, it's like coffee is actually like really good for you.
Yeah.
Like it's a diuretic, so it helps flush out your system.
Antioxidants.
A lot of antioxidants.
Oh, that's
like,
the thing. Most people don't drink it black.
yeah, exactly. Like that's why it's bad for you, is because like you have a lot of milk.
You get the fucking.
You have a lot of
Because you got
fucking
the
milk shit.
Starbucks version.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that stuff isn't good, because like a fucking
It's delicious.
what is it? Caramel frappuccino.
Yeah.
That shit's like a milk.
Caramel ribbon crunch.
I'd rather have that
Ooh,
than a
God.
milkshake for sure.
That's the
course.
crazy thing. It's not saying that those things taste bad. They're delicious. Just maybe don't have one every single day.
Yeah.
But why?
Like
That venti's getting to you.
I can afford it.
How? That shit's so expensive.
That's my
that
bank
shit's,
account says
that
it.
shit's more expensive. Like if you had that one a day,
$7.
than like
It is.
weed,
A venti
than
is
weed.
ridiculous.
Even a grande.
Yeah, dude. I think I went in.
I don't know coffee. I'm out of the game.
I went in for. I got flat white decaf because anything you do
like
with this. Yeah, just a flat white tall was $5.
What's
I'm
a
like,
white? Is that
It's just
hot
milk.
milk?
Just steamed milk.
I thought it was
Just
gonna
steamed
say
milk.
like, well,
Yeah.
Is it like what's the difference between a flat white and a latte? Is because like a
it's
latte
the
has
milk-
a shitload of
it's
milk,
The latte is like you have the poured milk in,
and a flat white is
steamed.
just the
Just the
steamed,
steamed.
and or the frothy bit at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then like cappuccino is
that's it. You just drink that?
yeah, but there's like steamed milk, and then there's like froth milk, and then there's like hot. Like,
Do you drink milk?
when it's in my coffee,
I'll if I get a coffee, I'll still get dairy in it.
the only
Like,
type. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I'll go oat, but like sometimes there's like it's
I
not
heard
the
you're supposed to
same.
drink the non-homogenized milk, but it's like $20 a gallon.
yeah, just to do.
non pasteurized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I've heard
Raw.
about studies where
Raw.
you where people who are like they're
sick?
lactose intolerant,
Oh, but they can do that one?
they'll drink like they'll go like
There's
get
lactose
dairy
in
milk. Yeah, they'll get dairy milk like straight from the cow.
Yeah.
And they can do that.
And they could drink it with no problem.
Yeah.
But because of like everything's very much treated, like a lot of additives and stuff, like, and these are not like the milk we're drinking, it's not from healthy ass cows, you know? Like I've heard about that there's a certain percentage of like urine, blood, and pus
Yeah.
in
That's what I was
in
gonna-
all milk.
I was going to say the pus factor is crazy.
Because that word.
Salty.
No, but it's
Word
like,
pus
it
gets
doesn't,
you.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
it's
pus
like,
isn't
It's
friendly.
not
it's
a
like the same
friendly
thing. Like if a
word.
cow had like, if we were eating ourselves and then like I just ate a person that had some pimples or something or had acne, it's the same
Well,
thing.
because pus is
but-
it's a bodily reaction.
Yeah.
It's like to an infection, whether it's acne or something. It's like an
Seems
infection. So
gross.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd rather drink pee. Than,
I mean, yeah.
I'd rather drink pee than drink pus.
Would you?
Yeah, because pus is thick. Bro.
I don't put. I think pus is different than acne too. Acne is like sebum.
I'm saying when you
Well,
pop them,
there's
though.
pus from like a white
Yeah,
hat.
I'm saying
is
when you
like
pop
pus,
'em.
but like yeah, sebum is like different.
Yeah.
when you
Would
pop that.
would rather drink sebum. That's real thick, bro.
Well, how much of it is the same? Like an ounce each? Yeah, I'd rather drink piss.
Yeah.
Whose?
Anyone's like I can get it
Anyone's.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
still
Down. Yeah,
want
anyone's.
really
What's to make a difference?
a lot
Yeah. Somebody who don't drink no water. They just drink soda all day, and they like
and eat just like
eating fast food, drinking
It's just
soda.
neon green.
Not.
Well, what's better pus then?
I don't know.
Oh,
if
I
it's
thought you were
pus.
talking about just
I'm just
like
talking
piss.
about. If I'm gonna drink piss,
Oh,
I want
yeah, I'd rather
want
drink
somebody
piss.
that has some
I
high.
feel like Sean drinks a lot of water. I drink his piss.
I drink anyone's piss over pus.
you drink anyone's piss over pus.
You would drink pus
I mean,
over
yeah.
piss.
How much pus?
The same amount.
That's not fair. That's that's
No.
that's not the same.
Ounce for an ounce, eye for an eye, bro.
It's the same amount.
It's not the same.
It's not like a like.
It's not the same.
Well, it's definitely gonna be thicker.
You can use. I'll give you a
Plus, it's like
spoon.
no, like a shot glass. You're taking a shot
It
glass
could
of.
be like a mini yogurt.
Can I put like
Yeah.
sugar and stuff on
Put
it?
granola in it.
I can
might
like
do
overnight oats the pus.
Sure.
It's gonna be like ricotta.
You can overnight oats the pus.
I mean,
Please don't make that to a clip.
I think it should be. See, you lose me at the thick, yellowish, greenish, opaque liquid part of the pus. That makes me go.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather drink anyone's pee.
But what if it was like, even if it was like brown pee?
Who pees brown? I
A lot
mean,
of
it
people
happens.
probably.
For sure.
Like, you know,
What
very.
if it's blood pee?
I'm a vampire.
What if it's pus pee?
I guess
Can
I'm a
you
vampire.
can you catch something from?
Ooh,
Probably.
You could
I
from
feel
blood.
like you can.
Yeah, but you probably could from pus.
I think even just no. I just think from even pee, probably. Or no?
Can you? I don't
Can you catch disease from pee?
think so.
Google that.
I have.
I don't think so because it's like an anti-infection.
STDs. I bet you could.
Ooh,
STIs.
you're right.
Sorry.
You're right.
See, so you don't want to go. You don't want to walk down to fucking Skid Row and be like, "Hey, pee in this real quick. I'm gonna drink it."
I'd rather drink that than any of their pimples.
Skid Row. I mean, yeah.
Would you drink?
that's still gross.
Well, any of the pimples?
Like popped.
You
And
still want the same ounce. That's not the same. It ain't the same.
How did I'm just saying? Okay, I would take a shot glass, but what's the equivalent for?
Well, like just say like they have a sore
Yeah,
on their
you
leg.
You just
suck
gotta
it out.
suck it out.
Sore, and it's like an ounce of that.
Not gonna do it, dude. I'm not gonna do it.
This is gross.
Yeah, this is gross.
You can get typhoid.
Yeah, so
from
you
pee?
can get
Yeah, that's
What's
fucking-
typhoid?
Typhoid fever is something that you get.
Sounds fun.
I feel like it's
Sounds like a game.
from the Salmonella family.
Salmon.
And Illas.
Ella.
Yeah,
Hey,
some.
hey.
You can have severe diarrhea to death.
That's
Death.
the way to go.
Dude, shitting
I
yourself
don't
to
know.
death is not.
I
The
feel
way
like
to
you're gonna
go.
shit your guts out. Like your
No, that'd be
butt-
terrible.
yeah, what's it called?
That'd be
Your,
so awful.
your ass gonna prolapse.
Yeah.
It's gonna be shitting
I
your
know,
own
but
butt.
don't you think that would be funny for a little while?
You think like when it's not you, you see curled in the ball,
I think
your ass
if it
hanging
was
out.
me, it'd be kind of funny too. Like, oh, I can't stop. This hurts. And I'm just like,
You
oh.
just dehydrate.
I
to
would
death.
rather
You
have
shit
you
yourself
know
to death.
have a heart attack while I'm having sex rather than shit myself to
That's
death.
the way
I don't
to
know about you.
No, but that happened. Remember the homie was a EMT and he said they responded to a call where the lady's uterus fell out. She was like 90.
Cause she shit so hard.
No, she sneezed.
Oh,
Wait, is that,
Yeah, the older you get, the ligaments or whatever for the uterus, they get
Yeah, like-
weaker.
yeah.
And it literally, he's.
It's because she's not doing Kegels. I bet you if she's doing Kegels, she
But that's
sneeze
exactly.
all day.
Yeah, but
oh,
he said-
prolapse. You. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You shit your own butt out.
That
Anus,
is something.
I guess
Said it was
that
the
anal
craziest
your
thing.
butt
Yeah.
would be your outside.
Said
so
it was the
anus.
craziest thing ever, but yeah.
That's,
I mean, it probably.
that's
You can
sounds
see
very
some
painful.
crazy shit. As a
EMT. Yeah.
long time ago, we were coming out of a show behind the Fonda, I think, and some dude was in a truck and like screaming bloody murder because like his like balls were just like,
Oh, was I there?
yeah, you were there.
I feel like I saw that.
Yeah.
You're saying so. Oh,
He was like screaming for help.
Popped into your head.
Yeah,
like
we
'cause
were
he said it was like his a swollen testicle,
swollen testicle.
right?
He's like, oh my god, it's huge, it's true. And he was screaming for help.
Bloody man.
And we were like, I remember that we called 911, but then they were already coming around the corner, and we were like, this is the guy. He's over here, but he's like screaming about like his testicles are gonna blow up or something.
I wonder what show that was. And like it just didn't pop up like a
He got
balloon.
hit
Yeah,
or
no.
something.
It was like that
He probably went to
testicles probably like that was a slow descent. He was like, oh, it's just
Yeah, I feel
big,
like-
but it doesn't hurt. Now he's like, oh,
he
now
went
it
to the
hurts.
show. He's like, if I drink a little bit, it'll go away or something. No, all of a sudden it's as big as your
That
fucking.
sucks.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That sucks.
Fist-sized ball.
Yeah. Ugh. So anyway, ASAP.
Yeah, to take a left
He
turn.
has a CD coming out?
no,
No.
because you said no.
CD, a
What?
compact disc.
Fashion killer. We all know him and love him. ASAP Rocky. Shout out Rock.
Lord Pretty Flacco Jody?
Yeah, that. He got named Puma's creative
creative
director
director.
for Puma's Formula
Footwear?
One division.
That's what's weird.
I saw
yeah, that's
that.
what
their
that part's
active
wild.
sportswear
That's
division.
why I
Yeah.
didn't. Maybe you sent it, but I was like, what does that mean?
Well, the whole thing is like I know that Puma
Ooh.
they make like footwear like driving shoes,
Motorsport.
and they have like some stuff like that's inspired or whatever, or like. But now I think because Formula One's getting so big in the U.S. specifically, that they're like, oh, let's like have somebody with like really good taste. Like,
That's
I
cool.
mean, because we were talking about like how jerseys and stuff for basketball, they're cool, and kits. I think there's even better kits, but it's still kind of like the basic shape.
He's
putting a paint
definitely
job.
a fashion icon.
Yeah,
I
I'd say
can't
so.
see any like.
I mean, for males at least.
Yeah, I just like. I don't know who watches F1, so I don't know.
Rich people.
But like,
I'll watch it.
okay. Because like the people that I hear talk about F1, I'm like they would never wear anything that like.
Well, no, that's the whole
would
thing now is
create.
because
they're trying to bring a brand new crowd in. Clearly,
exactly because
Yeah.
there's a show on Netflix. Like, it was like maybe like
I
in the
love
fourth,
that
fifth
show.
season, Drive to Survive.
No, I was watching the other one where they follow the racers.
Oh, the F1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just wasn't that.
It may have been just
Drive to
called
Survive?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
F1 Drive to Survive.
Well, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
it actually shows the personalities and stuff of the
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're all young now, you know.
They
It's
had
called
what's
Drive
his
to
name?
Survive.
Yeah,
I didn't know
Holy
that. It
shit.
had what's his name? Richard Hamilton was on there for a little bit.
Lewis Hamilton,
Lewis.
There you go. Yeah, I watched that show. Richard. I don't know why he's Richard to me.
Richard Sherman, Sherman Hemsley.
That show's cool.
Yeah, because like it's so big now. Like I used to watch Formula One or something when I was a kid, or I'd follow it. But I'm like, I don't know anything about the drivers, so I was like, oh, I liked Ferrari because you know it's Ferrari. But then I fell out, and then one day I just watched the season. I watched the first 3 seasons in like one day.
What's the shit? Monaco?
Yeah, Monaco
Yeah.
Grand Prix. But
Long
like
Beach
it's
ain't shit, right?
It's like it's entertaining now that you know stuff about the drivers. There's the drama, like people. It's like musical chairs with the teams.
They have
like
playing cards.
I imagine
for their
so,
drivers.
Yeah, for sure.
And
There are only
his-
like 8 drivers.
Well,
There's
the
20
Hamiltons,
there's 20 cars
like
on the
Rook
grid.
or whatever went for like someone just bought it for like $1 million.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like the team made trading cards for the thing.
No, they actually have Topps cards. Yeah, like for their drivers.
But like, wouldn't it be really easy to collect them all?
Because
Because there's only like.
I don't know.
Well, but do you
He's
remember
like, you
those?
only
Like, I
buy
don't know
one
if you had
card
like,
at a
if there's like
time.
Ninja Turtles cards where it's like they would just show a scene from the movie
Oh
or
yeah,
something. It's like
yeah.
you get all bullshit cards. So maybe they just have like, oh, this is him in turn 1 at Monaco. So it's like a bunch of bullshit things. But I mean, it's really entertaining now. Like these are all like a lot of them are young. Like
Yeah, they're all young
These are
dudes,
these are
yeah.
attractive dudes. Like these are like young,
They're all like Italian.
physically fit. Well, there's
Max Stafford.
I believe, yeah, Verstappen. He's
There you go,
Dutch,
Verstappen. Max Verstappen.
Spanish,
Yes.
Mexican.
Because Hamilton is
Leclerc.
UK?
There's
Leclerc.
Hamilton UK.
Leclerc.
Lewis Hamilton. He's English. His name is like you would think it's Charles Leclerc, but it's Charles Leclerc.
Leclerc.
He's from Monaco, so he's
shit.
he's like Monegasque. I think that's how you say it.
Sergio Perez from.
He's from Mexico. Shout out Sergio.
Fernando
His
Alonso
nickname's Checo.
from Spain.
Yeah, no, it was dope watching that because it gives, like you said, it gives a little.
Because it's
bit
like, would you rather just watch cars drive around like that? Shit's unless it's like rally racing. I don't know if you've ever seen rally racing. That
where they
shit's
have the dude calling
and they're
out
like,
the.
and they're flying over shit. That's entertaining.
No,
with-
the one where they have the guy in the passenger.
yeah, and he's like, oh, sharp left turn, 20,
yeah,
coming up, left, faint left.
that
like,
shit's crazy,
that's
though.
because like, you don't need the people in that. That's entertaining on its own.
That shit is nuts.
But Formula One,
just flying.
like, because in Formula One, you can't capture the
Anything,
sensation of
yeah.
speed. Like they're going like damn near 200 miles an hour, but they're just like.
it just looks
Ding.
like they're. I mean,
But when you know that there's the personalities and stuff behind it, it's a lot more entertaining.
do you watch NASCAR?
No,
no.
because these guys don't even look like. I mean, I don't doubt that they are, but they don't look like they're in shape or anything like in NASCAR. I heard it's actually very.
It's
physically demanding.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
because you're just
First,
keeping
you
like
gotta-
You're
that shit on
fighting
the-
G's
yeah.
all the whole time.
yeah.
Anything that has a professional level, it takes skill and a lot of heart and dedication. That's why there's a professional level.
I will just say like, okay, so I know it's. I would say if there's professional bowling, not like saying that doesn't take skill. I don't necessarily know if that's. There is a certain amount, but athleticism, you know.
Okay,
but, like,
you're talking about athleticism.
Athleticism. But look at like professional,
golf,
like
you don't
not
have to
not
be an
not-
athlete to play golf.
Yeah.
you could be great.
But there's like, yeah, I don't know, skill. I don't know so much about
Skill.
athleticism. But look at like, you know, competitive cheerleaders.
Athletic as fuck.
Crazy athletic.
Skill and athletic.
Skill and athletic.
ability.
They actually call them skills, like
That's
the
like
tumbling and shit.
gymnast,
That shit
man.
it is
Like,
gymnast.
because
Yeah,
like
you-
if they're gonna put, because I heard that they were gonna put golf in the Olympics. Like,
golf's hard though.
no, it is hard. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm like,
Boring ass thing. Why?
I know there's people who fucking love golf.
No, but I get what he's saying because he wants to see something that takes athleticism and skill, not just something that requires some skill.
Because like you see, because at the same time, like professional, I actually really liked. I think it was like where it was the 3 different courses where the people who shoot stuff like in the Olympics, like target shooting.
Yeah.
And then they do something.
And then they like have to
Run.
fucking run or like
Yeah.
ski across the thing to shoot another thing.
Yeah.
Like that's tight. That's like where normally that's all skill.
All skill,
and
yeah.
no, it's like that's like putting both together.
No, it does make it way better. But golf is probably like one of the only sports, maybe like a board game, like a chess or something, where you don't have to be physically, like, you don't got to work out to go play golf. You
But,
don't even
I
got to
mean,
be. You don't even got to be in shape.
I think you do have to have a certain amount of like if you want to drive far, you have to have like
John Daly.
muscle. You
He was
develop
like
your
the-
muscles and shit. Though,
Oh, well,
still.
yeah. You're right. But I think that's where I think of skill, because I think for golf, it
requires
all the right.
strength and control. But
Yeah.
I don't know. That's hard to say that. Like,
Because I don't think you need to be strong to play golf to whack that shit.
no, maybe if you know how to like hit it right,
yeah.
like Happy Gilmore, that shit. Yeah, but
in the Olympics, which are next year, I guess, in
France?
Yeah,
Skateboarding. Yep.
that shit's.
sports climbing is a new one.
Like rock climbing.
Is that where they speed climbing?
speed climbing.
That shit's crazy too. Like
That's hella crazy.
they do
Yeah.
that in like 5 seconds to
Hella
climb
crazy.
like 3 stories.
Olympic surfing.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. It doesn't make too much sense, but
yeah, because
I mean,
it's all,
It's cool because there's surfers all around the world and stuff like that. But I just think like surfers are for surfers, which is cool.
well, kind of like
surfing's kind of it is all around the world, but it's not like everyone can do it. There's a lot of people that can't get to a coast.
Oh, totally.
Well, you remember like
Yeah.
how they
I
were
mean,
saying
it's
like
like-
skating, like
the
they're like
best
even when
surfers
it
are-
was just X Games, it was like oh like no like skating is like just about the pure enjoyment of skating, and
skateboarding.
people like were talking shit on X Games, and now it's just like it's
And-
normalized, and it's like you don't get hated on for being in X Games.
But is it an Olympic sport?
I think it could be because that shit's tight.
They need to
Like,
bring people in,
especially
so
like
for
seeing
sure.
the younger. I think seeing the young kids like rip, like you seen that like Japanese dude.
Yeah,
like,
You seen that little girl? She's like 13.
yeah, they're crazy.
Oh, you're talking about like Yuko or whatever. That fool on Nike. That fool's cool.
Dude, was the best one. I didn't know this one. Breakdancing.
We're getting pointless stuff, dude.
I mean, if they used to do the ribbon,
An Olympic sport,
but if they used to do the ribbon dancing thing for
but
gym,
breakdancing. I mean, I may be wrong, but how do you judge it and be like impartial? Like,
I mean, don't fuck
Yeah,
up.
it'd be like technical skill and difficulty in pulling off a move, which is, I guess, that could be the same as
skateboarding.
like,
It's the same thing.
or
Yeah.
like gymnastics,
okay,
like the floor exercise, not the vaults
okay.
or that stuff like the uneven bars. Yeah. What's crazy is the vault is crazy. I mean, it's all crazy,
it's all crazy.
but you're just like you kind of like
you throw yourself,
and you're like, I hope I land on my feet.
dude. But like the dudes that do the rings,
Oh, that's
they're buff as hell.
Well, they're not buff. They're
They're
just like 100%
100%
muscle. There's like no body
Yeah,
fat.
because they're not buff. They're
So,
like
yeah, like not yoked.
they're not yoked,
but they're fucking cut.
I think with this breakdancing, the surfing, and the skateboarding, there's a sense of subjectiveness that comes.
That's
in
what
there.
I'm saying.
sure.
Like,
Like, there's
for
a lot of
surfer,
subjectiveness
It's just like,
in
bro,
there.
I wasn't able to catch a 10-foot wave.
Also,
'Cause
like,
it's
it's
it
yeah.
also
The wave
depends
is
on how
different
you
every
look
time.
too. Just in general, like, do you
your
look?
steez, yeah, because
yeah.
skating is all about how your steezy.
Like,
It's
yeah.
like-
Did you?
It's not just like, okay, do it
Do
ollie.
it- Yeah. It's not like running. You're not running with steez and stuff. Like it's
But if they put breakdance fighting in, that would be really cool.
capoeira.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you
That actually would be cool.
how do you judge that partially though? Like, okay, your windmill was good, but his was cleaner.
Yeah. I don't know.
He had swag.
I don't
But
know.
I guess
he
they
put
already
some-
do that for diving, right?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except that they always kind of look the same.
Yeah, I can't tell. It's
No
like
smile.
the only
Unless
thing.
the splash is
Yeah,
bigger.
does it
Yeah,
big?
that's the only
Yeah,
thing I
that's
can
the only
tell
thing
is
you
the
know.
splash.
He just did 500 spins.
That shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. What's nuts is like when they just like stop on a dime. I'm like, how do you? You're just like, this is when I stop.
Oh, like
And
and stop rotating. It's like
and this
That's why they open up and
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, the skating's cool. I guess that I could kind of see.
I mean, we saw that in Tokyo Olympics,
Yeah,
and it was fun to watch.
It was fun. The surfing, I get it, but that's kind of like a little tough to me. And the breakdance is just as stupid. Like, who breakdances anymore?
Dude,
you know who breakdances, but I'm saying worldwide.
No, but you should watch.
Huge, dude.
Like Red Bull has like a dance
Red Bull does
competition.
have a dance competition.
Dude, that shit is crazy.
But they're literally like from Europe or Asia.
Basically,
yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, who's in America's breakdancing?
Somebody.
They go to Europe.
Of course, but we're gonna have a fucking 80-year-old representative.
It's gonna be like our
Run DMC out there, dude.
It's gonna be like our U.S. men's team. We're gonna have a good soccer team, but the majority of people aren't actually American.
We're just gonna have people we never. I mean, that's something I don't even keep up with. I even know people breakdance like that out here. I know they breakdance.
I don't know if you saw it. Like, I mean, I never thought I'd be into it, but I saw women's indoor volleyball.
That shit's crazy.
They are fucking tall. Like, they're taller than the average NBA player. They're like 6. They're not just 6'7". They're like fucking 6'8", 6'9". Like some people, there's like some Chinese players that are 7 foot.
A basketball player,
they're tall as fuck.
Who was it? Was it Lou? It was some basketball player, but they're like his daughter is a volleyball player, and he's like, it's kind of cool because I don't know nothing about the sport, and I can just be a dad and be like,
you did it.
Because like, and the whole like. I think I even got like a crush on one of them. I was watching the American team, and I was like actually watching all their matches and shit. But like, she was taller than me, so I think she's like fucking.
And they be cranking it, dude.
6'7". Yeah, those spikes. I would not want to be around those. Like the receiving.
Beach volleyball is crazy too, though.
That just seems so exhausting. Like running around, and there's only like 3 of them. Oh, two of them.
2 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you try death diving?
That's like where you do this and like jump into the water.
Yeah, like you just.
Nah, I'm straight.
Wait, is that?
I mean, I would do
thing?
it, but that's just like a belly flop.
No, but that's the point. You don't belly flop.
Oh, you like?
You have to like pull it in right at the last.
I would try it.
Yeah.
Is that an Olympic thing or is that just
no?
A thing?
It's the thing. But I was gonna say, would you do the drinking the pee or top of the just jumping for a death dive
Off of how high?
No, not drinking the pee, drinking the puss.
Ooh, how high?
60 to 50 meters.
That's cool. 150 feet. 100.
Oh, that's
high. Fucking huge, dude.
You're jumping off like a fucking crazy cliff.
A building.
How that? I mean, I'm not going to take away from your.
I'll do it.
I would love to have you. I wish, like right now, we could cut away
just go and
to
do it.
you and stand there. I said I was going to do this.
This is really high.
This is high. Where's that
That's
cup?
what everyone
Where's
says when
that
they
cup?
get up on that high plane.
The high dive.
The
Yeah.
highest of ones. Just like I didn't know it was that. It don't look that high from down there.
It's
Dude,
a long,
no.
it's a long climb down to the top because you got to go backwards. You're just like,
Yeah.
The crawl of redemption.
yeah,
The crawl of shame.
and you back up.
The highest jump I did was 50 feet.
50 feet.
Yeah.
Feet.
And when I was up at the top, I was like,
You know, this ain't
this is
smart.
stupid. This isn't fun anymore.
How long did you feel weightless? About a second or two?
Yeah, probably about 2 seconds almost. It was like I got like a couple like yeah, but like it was
Woosahs.
yeah. Like the dude walked me up to it, and then like he was there. He's like, so you got to jump. You can't go back that way. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, and you got to land right there. And luckily he jumped first, so I could see like the splash. So I was like, all right, cool, I can land there. But I do remember when I took my foot off, I was like, what if I miss? I was like, no. Yeah.
Do you smell cookies?
No, but I'll eat them.
Is my armpits?
Maybe.
I
Oh, I think
know
I'm
I
smelling
do
the
right
waffles.
now.
I think I'm smelling the waffles.
Okay, I was like, I got a hint of sweet.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's got to be.
yeah. 'Cause it's like the windows are closed, you know?
I mean, it
Oh,
smells.
we got to say what? Did we talk about Tay Tay getting a Billy?
No.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
brush
she's
her
a
real quick.
billionaire
Yeah,
now.
She's a billionaire. She's
cool.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out all the I mean, she definitely was catapulted to that from this last tour. And like, oh, did you hear how much like her eras like the movie made?
Yeah, it was insane.
like the highest thing for a concert easily, but also just because she like went around the studios.
That's what you got to do, though. You
Yeah.
got to outsmart the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, because like she had like it's not that I think she had a distribution deal with AMC theaters, but other theaters besides AMC could have it.
Yeah.
But like maybe they had first come first serve type of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, like so I think she got 25% of ticket sales.
Jesus.
Which is like, dude, you know, like
That's insane.
That's crazy.
maybe 20%, but that's still a lot. Because like tickets, $16 a ticket or something these days.
Easy peasy.
16,
yeah.
18.
And the venues they don't care because they have the space and
A lot of merch. I mean, like popcorn tins and
That's
cups and
big.
shit.
Yeah, because
Big.
all of them had like the merch things.
Yeah, and
Well,
she was
that's
just
why
like,
all
you guys keep the rest. Like the theaters keep the rest. And she's still paying out her team like
Of
fat
course,
for that,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
dude,
And it's, yeah.
that's the same with Travis Scott though. That's why he
Oh yeah, like
Merch.
what is it? Like you said
it
that
was
Travis
the
Scott.
highest. It was the highest grossing
Bro.
rap tour.
The statistic is even crazier.
For what?
How much she earns on ticket revenue?
Oh,
much
she's
did
more
she
than
make?
50% off a ticket.
57%.
Damn, that's
And those tickets are so expensive.
that was just for
For the first weekend, she got $55 million.
the tour or the movie.
The movie.
Okay.
I mean, I just said the weekend.
She made. Oh, I
what
thought
it
she meant off
says.
of concert ticket sales. I was like,
That's
No,
what-
no. You can't make that.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, that would be
she's like probably
insane.
$3 billionaire now.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but
you
off the
can't make-
first weekend of the Era's tour movie, she made $55 million.
Jesus.
What I like, and I'm sure other people do this, but like, because it's very publicized, is like she hooks up her team like fat. Like she, like the people who are driving, just the truck driver, she gave them like, fuck, like,
It was like a whole another year bonus. Or
yeah,
something. It was
like
something crazy.
I think like
It's like
she gave
40
out
grand each or something.
yeah. So
It
I'm
was
like,
something
that's
crazy.
tight.
Yeah.
That's tight. Like,
But when you got it, it's a write off, and fuck it.
but I'm
I'd
saying
rather
like,
have nice people working for me.
yeah, but you think like Ryan Reynolds like makes that like these movie stars tossing that to the. I know
Nah,
Keanu Reeves.
no.
he like gives.
But you can't pay everybody.
No, yeah.
You know, but when you're.
When you can, like,
you
it's
can-
tight.
exactly,
It's
when
I
you
like
can.
like to see it.
When
You know, when
can, it's-
Oprah and The Rock can like donate to like Lahaina Relief, that's tight.
I didn't read it, but there was like a little thing that said like it was supposed to be a quote from The Rock, and he's like, "Yeah, I know people were mad at me." I was like,
Who cares?
at least I guess so. Like you knew.
That is dope though. Like when you can and you do, because most people can, but don't.
Can you look up The Rock's net worth? Just because like he makes
What do
so
you
many
think?
movies.
I would say 50.
Oh, I would say
I
at
think
least
more than that.
120.
I'd say one. Yeah, I was gonna say 130.
I stick with 50.
Because he makes all these movies and he gets paid like 20 million a movie.
How much did we say?
I said 50.
I said 120.
It's like 550. He's not close to a Billy. Jeez, how?
750.
800.
It's like how? How?
Well, because he probably
It is an estimate. You never know what those estimates really are, but
I mean, but he's at least
but
worth
yeah,
500 million.
Yeah, 800 million.
how?
Wow, we were robbing this man.
No, he's just a smart businessman. Then, if that's
Yeah, no,
the case,
because that's the whole thing
he's
is
not putting
because
his business out there.
he because like, did you hear when they're making Fast and Furious? He had beef with Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
And they said he agreed to get in this last one
Only
because his like, not like he was getting less popular, but his Black Adam movie didn't do very well. I thought it was okay. It was okay.
It was
but like,
alright.
he was hoping it was just gonna be like he's gonna be the next Superman and shit like that. But he's not. He's like the way he presents himself. He's like very. He's very one dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He's just like a buff
like a-
guy, and he's like invincible
He's a
and like
Kevin or whatever.
But, like,
Emil
Kevin Hart?
Karen is.
He went off of the.
it's like
I
Kevin
think
Hart. You take that back.
You take that back.
he
I liked
he,
him in Jumanji.
he definitely went off of the everyone can love me. Like
Yeah,
he's like
yeah.
the Steph Curry of like wrestlers that made it kind of thing, because like everyone just like, oh
He's about the only one because
That-
wrestlers don't.
no,
What other big? Oh,
I mean the Hulk and stuff, but like that.
Hulk only was a wrestler. Though.
That's what I mean. Like there's like the names that you know, no
Stone
one
Cold.
knows.
But
Yeah, but he didn't.
But he
really.
didn't go
nothing
beyond.
after.
He
Only
has a beard.
only Batista.
That's it.
Oh yeah, Batista.
That's it.
David.
I like
David.
David Bautista.
No, but
Yeah.
we're seeing the new stuff with like the Logan Paul, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, he's associated with Under Armour.
Yeah, he's got a deal.
He's got
ugly-ass shoe.
he's got a tequila. He's got of course he's got
Tres Rocks. Tres Rocks.
Tremana.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Tremana?
Yeah, Tremana. You know that Zo energy drink, ZO, and it's like the triangle.
That's him. Oh, I
That's
do.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his. And he's a co-owner of the parent company Alpha Entertainment LLC, which backs the XFL Football League.
Oh shit!
There's still an XFL football
Yeah.
league?
Yeah.
Arena football, whatever it is. Yeah,
Oh, is it good?
it's kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quick.
Yeah.
It's
Because
fast.
isn't it? It's what
better than Big
it's
Three.
what happens when the season's off,
Big
right?
Three's fast.
Exactly. It's the same.
It's the same thing.
It's the
Season
same
off,
thing.
season goes.
Do you see the Big Three's actually got a lawsuit going against the NBA?
For what?
I
Too
forget
entertaining.
No, I forget what it is, but it's basically like coercion and tampering against the Big Three for getting big.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a real deal.
I wonder how big they are, though. What's their check out their net profits and stuff. Pretty good.
Big
Pretty
Three.
decent. I feel like nothing crazy,
Nah.
but it's pretty decent for a new thing. But yeah, no, the NBA's on like a little tampering lawsuit right now. They're getting investigated.
Know how far that'll get.
I mean, that's cool for Ice Cube because he's been saying it ever since the start of the Big Three.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, the NBA makes it so no one wants to go over there. They kind of thing.
I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It seems cool to like be a part of, but like to go watch it, like,
Yeah, it's because not. But I think the way they make it entertaining is they would have like every day there was a game. It was only once a week, so you see all the games one day, and then he would bring a musical act as like an intermission.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Yeah.
like you're kind of getting like a throwback concert. I think he had like 50 Cent came out at one. You know what I mean? You're getting like the
Yeah.
old school, and then you get
well, we know it's a certain demographic.
exactly, and that's who they were leaning towards.
They should make it like, you remember like NBA Street where they would be like rappers with them playing.
That's what-
like that. They should do that.
That
Like,
was dope.
I'd watch 2 Chainz play with like some of these.
Well, they
wash
do.
dudes.
They have the TCL.
Turner Classic Movies.
No, it's the Celebrity Basketball League, but it's just not entertaining because not all celebrities are good at basketball,
No. Yeah.
and that's what it comes down to. So even if no one's good, like
Yeah, I guess it's just a handful because it'd be like what
Chris
Quavo,
Brown.
Chris Brown.
Quavo's not even that good compared to like
J. Cole's good.
he could play a Sheck West.
You better throw
Who
2 Chainz good?
he's okay.
I mean, he's tall.
I think Sheck West was playing overseas too.
really?
Like yeah, he went pro overseas too.
I don't follow these.
He played for like Paris or something. I don't know.
Betty. He's played for Betty.
I think he's still playing right now.
Well, he's definitely. Is he making music too? Like I haven't heard that name in a long time. I thought he tried to like come back again, but like,
he did. I
they were
think
like,
recently.
Sheck West, you
yeah.
weren't that big in the first place, so it's like,
Nah.
There's like nothing that says how much money they've made.
Yeah, they're probably in there.
But they've
just keeping
actually
it under
their
wraps.
ratings have gone up though.
really
Yeah.
good for them.
Yeah.
What
Kinda
about XFL? XFL's ratings gone up?
Probably not.
I didn't even know they existed. I feel like G League gets more attention than the fucking XFL
It does.
It does.
because there's actually with
I don't
like
think they're pulling anybody up from the XFL to go to NFL though. That's the thing. I don't think that's.
I
even
did
like
see that people like not get pulled up, but like they were in the XFL
That
and they
went
like
to
tried
the-
out for,
okay.
and they made it, but.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a sister thing to where they can get like ranked up like in basketball.
Because it's so different that it's like, it's like somewhat similar skills, but it's like G League is like, it's NBA.
It's NBA-ish. Yeah, they're all the same age.
So most players in the Big Three earn $10,000 per game.
Damn,
It's pretty good.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
That's pretty damn good.
Because they got other shit going on
And the
too.
They're all
champion,
retired basketball players.
the people who win the champion, they split a milli on top of everything that they.
How many games per year or per season?
Where are these people getting this kind of money?
I don't know.
Ice Cube's got a lot of money.
But it's also advertising and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's like, yeah, I can see it. Damn, dude, there's just money out there for the taking. We just got to get to it, boys.
Is there? Here you go. Okay. Got it for you. Annual revenue is $3.2 million, which is crazy because last week we said the WNBA made 9.
How much?
9, and this is 3.2. And that's
Those are like,
this is like brand spanking.
That's brand new, though.
yeah.
2018, but yeah,
And they're
That's
like,
pretty
oh,
new.
2018 from that?
that's what it says.
So
It
it's got
says
to be more now.
no.
that's
It
when it
started.
started.
2018.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's a fairly newer thing.
yeah.
Damn, that's kind of good. I didn't think that they're.
Yeah, some players supposedly make $100,000 a game. That's crazy.
Players are making that. Like, what are the big names in these teams?
They have all the big people that used to play.
They had Steven Jackson.
Like what? Like who?
Steven Jackson.
Allen Iverson played.
Yeah, but he didn't though.
He was like a guest
He
star
didn't
player.
play.
He was a coach player, and he never showed up.
Yeah.
He didn't practice.
He didn't practice. No, they've had like some kind of decent names.
Kendrick Perkins.
I think though
He makes more money doing
Yeah,
commentating.
he's a commentator.
He's big. He's big.
They're making $7 million a year.
There's only
commentating.
12 teams.
Yeah, it's not a lot. That's why I think they all play the same day type thing. Like when there's a game day, they all play on the same day at the same place type thing. And it's half court, I think.
Mm-hmm. It is half court.
There's a 4-point shot.
Mm-hmm.
Is
that
The
like
power
way back
up,
or
right?
something?
And like
It's not a power up, there's just a 4-point shot.
the
Is that like half court?
It's basically
type of
half court. There's like 2 circles.
thing? Oh, that's the logo kind of thing.
It's
Logo
basically
shot.
a logo shot, yeah.
That's crazy. Lisa Leslie coached a team and they
won.
won. Nancy, damn. How did all these? It's on CBS and Paramount Plus too. Like, it's like a regular thing.
Who has Paramount Plus?
Yeah. I mean, it comes free with a lot of things.
Oh yeah, they toss it in with Hulu.
Yeah, but look at the picture. It's just like old men in jerseys.
Old men in jerseys. That's exactly.
It's just
That's
like,
Watch
exactly what
Sports
it-
Network.
That's exactly what it,
I mean, those two.
Watched Sports Network. Is that what you said?
I don't know who that is behind him, but like, yeah, who's
You
the
said
one
the
in the
Watch
front? He
Sports
looks
Network?
old. Like,
dude in the front looks old as hell.
And why did they put the shortest
That's
guy in the
what's his
front, too?
name. That's freaking.
You give me nothing.
Oh,
If his name's not Shimmy Shake, then I got no idea what you're talking about.
Nothing.
his name's like Jason something. I
You should
Jason
like, yeah,
something.
you should screenshot that just
And
because,
put
like,
that
so
up,
we
yeah,
can,
yeah.
like, yeah, during the
think. Yeah,
thing.
send that
'cause,
to
like,
me. Yeah,
Jason
no,
something.
he probably retired 8
bet-
years ago.
Bibby's too
Bibby-
good for that because he's
There's
still
some players
got.
that are too good. Yeah, there's like a few that are too good. Like
Who's that? Who's White Chocolate?
he's too good. Yeah, Jason Williams,
Uh,
too good. Yeah, those players you can't have them in there.
those weren't all stars. Those are like
Those weren't all stars. The thing about the big three is all you had to do was at least play
In the
one
NBA.
NBA game.
one NBA.
It was
game.
like it's very loose. It's like it's like you just have to play one professional game. So you can see dudes that you don't know and see some dudes that were like coming off the bench. You know?
okay.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, I know him.
I would. I mean, he never did it because he's probably making. Do you think Matt Barnes is making a lot of money from all
more
smoke?
than what they're going to pay him.
Yeah,
For sure.
More than
I'm
what
guessing
they-
12
Yes.
teams, probably 12 games a season,
Probably.
maybe a little more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
120 G's. It's not bad for being
It's not
washed.
bad. That's what I'm saying. It's,
Because those guys ain't getting endorsement deals.
I love they'd be like hearing us
Maybe
saying
for, like,
wash,
local
they're like,
car
and I
dealership
think
or
that was
something.
why it was easy for him to get players because it's like when you're a retired player that wasn't the shit, you're not making money, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like you still have the skills.
Tell me these names.
Nah, you don't.
It ain't gonna be no
We don't
Tim
know
Duncans
these
or
ones.
nothing like that though.
Jim Duncan, maybe.
You got Mario Chalmers. Wait,
Oh, he
What?
was
See,
pretty
that's what I'm
good.
saying. No, they have
dude,
was
that's
like-
crazy.
that was like
Michael Beasley should still be in the NBA.
that's what
That fool's playing. That's great. That's
Wasn't there
crazy.
also? There's a Malik Beasley too, though. Who might still
but
be
Michael Beasley was
But Michael Beasley?
he's good.
He was good. Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
Like,
Apparently
he
not
played
good
on the
enough.
Cavs with LeBron.
That's crazy that he's. Yeah,
Mario Chalmers was good too though.
Yeah.
yeah. Tony Allen.
Tony Allen's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
He's been trying to beef it up.
There's some questionable.
questionable
people.
Ooh,
I don't even know.
It's more questionables than anything.
Ooh, who's that? Oh, Brian Scalabrine. You remember him?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, I saw pictures of him hooping at like 24 Hour Fitness.
Yeah.
Hooping, huh?
He's
Yeah.
fucking hooping. And this is like after he's been out of the league for like 5 years.
But that's what I'm saying. Like those fools, a
Yeah,
lot of them leave the league when they're like 30.
Gerald Green, he's there now.
There's ballers.
yeah,
that are,
yeah. That's crazy.
Those are the fools making 120 a season.
Yeah, the ones that you know. Oh, I know that
The ones
name.
you know.
the other guys are making 10 G's.
They're making,
And they're lucky to make 10 G's. How
Damn.
many people on a team like, because they.
Nick Young.
I think they only play Nick Young. Yeah,
Nick looks rough.
I will say Nick Young was never that good.
Swaggy P.
I was a Laker hater.
Why does
so
he look so rough?
He's been through some shit.
He doesn't have his eyes open.
It looks like he got socked up.
Yeah, he looked like he got punched.
Oh, they
should
probably had
screenshot
an
this too.
Off photo.
You
day.
can't screenshot on the pad. I just tried, and all the
Jordan Cross. Oh, Gilbert Arenas. Oh, he's the coach. I was like,
yeah, I was like, yo, bro, he old.
I was like, he's gonna get
No, but
broken
yeah,
now.
it's like if you are a fan of basketball,
your
which
team,
we are,
man.
it's kind of like, oh shit, I do know the names.
Yeah,
and it's half court, so it's like
how much are tickets?
Gotta be dirt cheap.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, I might as well just get a cheap ticket for an NBA team and then just like sneak down to like mid levels or whatever. Or
Yeah, because
or
it's
Photoshop some shit.
they don't only have this summer, so they got nothing right now.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it's being more than like $50-$60 for a good seat.
That better be the best seat.
That better be like on
$50
the fucking court.
Because you can get a Premier League, you can get a Premier section ticket for like $50-$60
Depending,
Yeah.
For like-
for sure.
Clippers or Lakers. Maybe not Lakers. but-
Yeah, probably not Lakers.
Not now, yeah, not with Braun over there.
Oh, that they're actually. Oh, it's
I
funny
lo-
because like it's the same. It's like the same superstars, but like they actually have a bench now. They got
they
new
got a
players.
little depth, right?
When they were like all old dudes, like yeah, make fun of us because dude, you guys did terrible that season.
They have a little depth this season now, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but just like Laker fans, man,
Christian Wood,
two
Hachimura.
games. They've only won one out of 2 games, but the one they won, like Lakers are back. Like, bro, you won a game. Like,
You lost your first one.
yeah,
They did lose the opener, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who they play though? It's probably a good team though.
It was it the Warriors?
No, the Heat. No, the
Phoenix.
Suns.
It was the
Oh,
Suns.
was it the Suns?
Yes,
Yeah.
because they had the meme of
I thought
Chet or whatever. Who's the white dude on the Lakers?
Holmgren. Oh,
No, not Chet. Yeah, Austin.
Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
They had a meme. It was him saying it wasn't a meme. It was he actually said, "What the fuck am I supposed to do guarding Kevin Durant?" And then it was Kevin Durant saying, "Y'all better not have Buddy guarding me."
That's fucking hilarious.
The only people that like AD could guard him,
That's about.
and he's too fast for.
he's
AD.
too fast for AD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Nufo's got AD on his and he
Mm-hmm.
killed it on his first game.
AD did
AD
right.
did.
Yeah.
I just hope he gets hurt. I mean,
He
I
will.
don't wish no
It
harm
will.
on AD, but I know he'll just get hurt.
Something happened to
I'll
him.
miss him like halfway through.
Isn't it kind of crazy that like someone out there is probably like not right now, but has said like, "Damn, I hope like Trey gets hurt. I
Yeah,
hope
I
Josh
know.
gets hurt." You're like, damn,
It's cool though. I like that.
It will. I like it. I
Keep
like
it
somebody
coming.
cursing me.
Yeah.
Curse my name.
Keep
Curse-
my energy alive.
Hey.
Keep my spirit alive.
What are you going to talk about, Travis Scott? We did the T Swift.
Oh, I was just saying, he's breaking records. you know?
TS's. It's a TS scenario.
Yeah, it is. I think he sold out SoFi, which is crazy.
I think it's also. I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but it's like I don't think they get rappers to
To play
perform there because like what you were saying, like you said, they beat J. Cole, Kendrick,
Olivia
Rodrigo,
Rodrigo, Harry Styles, and someone else.
They all played at the Forum. Whereas, like, I think Kendrick could sell at SoFi.
Probably.
Maybe not at the same ticket prices as Travis though, because Travis is very current.
It's expensive, yeah. But I think he had bundles, so you're getting stuff with the ticket. I think you're getting the album, you're getting maybe like a shirt or something, but I'm not certain. But it was just crazy, yeah. There's money
You
out
say how much money he was making on merch,
$1 million a night.
buddy?
$1 million a night off merch. So, and shout out, since we're doing a little music thing, shout out to homie Neil for giving the Madame
Tussauds. Was that or no? That was like
Wasn't
Hollywood
Madame.
Wax Museum or something like that, right? In
he
Florida.
gave what was it? The reference photo. He took.
Yeah,
the
so
reference photo?
Neil's the photo that our homie Neil took of Lil Wayne and Uggs. There was an Uggs shot.
Oh
to
yeah.
shoot. That image was the
It's
one
one
that
they
they
used.
used for the wax.
Bro, it
image.
looked like Tory Lanez, that wax.
I told
wax
Neil
figure.
we were talking. I was like, it looks like Little Wayne went vegan or something. I was like, he went real healthy.
little head too. Is like he looked like his son
He
almost.
looked
like,
cleaned up and like
The hair looked
eyes
weird,
are all
too.
big. Oh,
he looked good, Wayne.
so you cleaned up your act.
Yeah.
Crazy thing about we talk about SoFi really quick. Crazy little piece about that.
Tidbit.
The guy who owns SoFi or who owns the Rams, who basically owns SoFi, he owns Arsenal,
Damn.
and he told FIFA, the World Cup, the people who run mainly all soccer, he told them he's not going to make any changes to the SoFi Stadium for the World Cup, and FIFA's like, you have to. He said, I'm not going to spend any of my money to do it, so because of that, LA might not get the World Cup.
Dang.
It's fucking crazy. Really, I'm
He
like,
don't care.
I know he don't care. He's like, well,
He don't care.
he's like, I'm still saving my money. So that's.
I mean, because that was, I'm guessing that was privately funded. They didn't get any
course.
city money.
100%, yeah.
That's like what 1 point something billion. Like,
Oh, it was like I think like it was a lot.
And like one of the things that was stated when
I
they
think you're
first
right,
said it was
1
going to be at the SoFi, the very first,
a lot. That's a
the very first statement was, "Don't put it at the SoFi because the field doesn't match. It's you can't. It's not ready for soccer." And they were like, "Oh, well, we'll just make those changes." Like, no, you should put it. Just go put it in a different stadium that's already in California.
Ready to go.
And
Yeah.
they didn't. So, yeah, I was like,
I wonder, like the grass or something, or is it the layout?
it's the size. You have to actually extend it, because like the field ends and the walls are like right here on the stadium. Yeah,
You're right, because on the back of my scene that when they were playing on the football field.
yeah. There's just boom. It just
Back in the day, though, they had lines on the MLS, so they were playing on legit football fields with the football markings.
Yeah, still
there.
on them.
Yeah, he
yeah.
was
When
like-
the Chargers were at the
So they like, kind of didn't even know when the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, and he was like, I
They're
didn't
just
know
like,
if the
I
ball
didn't
was
know if
out
the
or
ball
not.
was in bounds or out of bounds.
I didn't know I
Yeah.
couldn't do that.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Is that about?
it's about that
wrap it
time.
up?
I think that time.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna give you guys some time back for your life.
I'm kind of hungry.
I'm
I'm gonna try a little bit of that.
You gonna try it?
Tender, just because.
Do you want
I'm
to
not
do it
even
on
supposed to.
camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, heat
right
it
back.
up. Give it a little micro. You don't want it too cold. Here, give yourself some mac and cheese.
I mean, you just bring it out here because Trey said he was gonna eat more.
I could. Keep my spirit alive.
We'll just make that rewind.
Dang. But yeah, be careful on the freeway too if you guys didn't see that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, why are we saying that? Why we're getting this way? The 10 East, which is
What city was it in?
it looked like L.A. going east on the 10. Yeah, like it looked like literally.
I know it was in
Yeah,
California,
yeah.
but I just don't know
Yeah,
where.
but yeah, there was 2 cars involved.
What do you think? What do you think? Hot? It was manageable. Watch. You'll be like, it's not hot.
Yeah, like I didn't feel anything after that. I was like the whole last time we were filming, I was like dying.
I was dying.
Yeah. There was 2 cars. One was a van that ran the car off the road and smashed it, and then the other one was the car that came up and like 5 guys hopped out. The driver was on his knees, like his hands up,
Mercy.
and they were looking for something in the back, and they had a bag, and they looked like they put something out of the boot into a bag. But that, I mean, you think that they must have known, right?
There's no way.
Right?
There's no way. Right by now, I'd be crying.
That's what I'm
Last
saying. My
time.
mouth just started like my lips.
I got a little
still
tingle,
feel my
a little
lips,
warm, but I didn't get
but
it.
that was
yeah.
it.
That was actually really good.
That's
Right?
what I was saying.
Like, thank you, I guess, to them. Like, I don't. The
I could
gods-
see you eating the whole tender; it'd be hot. But like,
It
I feel like
it
if
wasn't
you ate the whole thing of like the one we tried the first time.
death.
Oh my God.
I think you'd be like,
Dead.
really bad. That'd be bad.
yeah, you might be
Bad.
Instantaneous.
Yeah, yeah. No, you said that you thought that they must have known the guy in the car.
It had to be
something.
like inside. It looked like it kind of. Don't be
Yeah.
scared out there, people.
You think that
But
stuff
also be
happens
scared.
all around the world? Like in all different, maybe in the United States.
What
like
do you
that-
mean? Like,
Like it's regular to see like a car get like mobbed on by
it's not regular, but it definitely happens.
happens.
well, I know in South Africa, that shit happens a lot, like carjackings.
Damn.
I don't know about running them off the road like that, but like carjackings are super common, like Johannesburg. And I mean, it's not to random people, and this wasn't to a random person at
Didn't
all.
seem like it.
No.
But in like, I don't want to say exclusively in Mexico, but like, you know, like with the cartels and shit, they do that shit. They'll like fill the car full of fucking bullets.
That's
see
true,
some
but I
of that
mean,
shit.
we just saw them blast up some innocent people too, though. So the cartel, those the black people that they captured, they let 2 of them go. They killed 2 of them.
I
see
did
that.
not see this.
They were like at a resort in like Cancun, or dude, it was.
I saw something like that.
It was like in Cancun.
Really?
Yeah, they freaking.
I saw something in Belize.
got
that they
swooped
did that.
up.
Belize
Was-
is sketchy. For
Was
that.
over there for like, I don't know, like a week or 2. Said that they're gonna let them go. Killed 2 of them. The 2 that survived were brother and sister. They were trying to make them do sexual stuff together, and they were like pleading with them, like, "We are legitimately siblings." And yeah, they ended up letting them go. 2 of them, but 2 of them died.
Jesus.
Yeah, Mexican
Alright.
cartel.
Wow.
So yeah, be careful, but you know, it's the world. Enjoy what
Live
you
your
got.
life.
Yep, exactly.
Just
got
live
so
your
long.
life.
Just live your life.
Hey,
Come on, you got to get the outro shot. There it is.
come.
There it
There
is.
it is. Our fourth.
This is our engineer, our sound designer. Trey doesn't do anything. He just takes credit, but it's really her.
Aria did it all.
She's watching the screens at all time. But I want to say happy Halloween to you guys. Enjoy
Happy
it.
Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve. Stay safe.
Stay fun.
Watch out for those razor blades and them apples.
Yeah.
And watch out for people who are actually just giving apples for Halloween candy. That's just mean.
That'd be
What if it's a
crazy.
caramel?
Does it have a wrapper on there? It's just
It's just
No.
straight up. They just give you a.
if anybody gives me something that's homemade, I'm like, no. It looks delicious,
But
but
20 years ago, you would have taken it.
What if it's a
No?
homemade razor blade?
bro, how old were you 20 years ago?
30 years ago, you would have taken it.
I don't think so.
The world was safer 30 years ago.
I think that's when all those commercials were. It was like it was 30 years ago, and it was like, you can't go to Venice Beach because there's needles in the beach, and you'll step on like.
I feel like people told me that.
Still,
I think that's somewhat true.
no, but back in the day, we'd definitely go trick or treating for sure, and you would be eating stuff. My
Mhm.
neighbor
I
would
never-
be baking cookies. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I never took like.
I never got
A
actually
cookie
like
or a-
homemade stuff.
No.
Like
I definitely.
I
did.
probably would love some cookies or something. I would have fucked that
Definitely
up.
got
I wouldn't have had any
cookies,
hesitation.
Chocolate milk,
What the fuck?
Chocolate milk?
popcorn, yeah.
Oh,
I might have gotten popcorn.
balls. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Or like a bag of popcorn.
Bag
and
of
they just
popcorn.
tie it with
Yeah,
a
you know,
dirty
like,
top.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Fuck.
is that peanut brittle?
There's just fucking all in there.
Could have
Some
been. but-
fucking.
Essence.
Of course, now I know that no one would do that because it's a waste of money. They'd be like, no one's out there being like, I'm just gonna.
At least if it's drugs, they want to get high. They aren't
Yeah.
gonna give out.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
don't trick or treat like that much anymore.
at all, dude.
No.
It's a
What's
like a
the
health
word?
Mom's
risk.
house, like, she would still buy candy. Sometimes she does, but like she said,
No one
sometimes
co-
like nobody will come the whole night. Maybe like early in the day, like a neighbor, but like nobody will come on that block.
Imagine we used to be running and walking that shit. Like that's too far for kids to walk now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go to. I'd do
You
my
gotta
block,
go to a hood.
the next block, and then I go up to a rich spot.
That's you got to
Ooh,
choose a hood.
King's-
you go to like
King's
King's
Ranch.
Ranch,
Yep.
or Deer
They give
Canyon,
that
or Deer
full-size
Creek.
candy
full
bar.
size candy bars.
Deer Creek or King's Ranch.
Yeah,
that's where
I'd hit Deer Creek,
and then Thoroughbred for
and like people would start at 5, and they wouldn't end till like 10.
late.
Like it'd be late. People like ding dong. I'm like, yo, bro,
I'm trying to go to sleep.
It's dead.
We're done.
Halloween's dead.
We're done.
But yeah, enjoy it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy Halloween.
Do something fun.
Yep. Stay safe.
You guys got Halloween costumes?
No, I get this question a lot, but I really don't do anything for Halloween. Like, and people will be like, oh, like
I was gonna go to the party with Josh, but Sean didn't say nothing, so I didn't bring my costume.
I'm sure that was the reason.
Well, also I found out it's in the valley, but it's not too far in the
It's not
valley.
too far.
Um,
I have a costume in my car. I lied.
why are you lying?
What's your costume?
Well,
It's the Rasta head.
yeah, it's not a costume. I have a Rasta hat in my car with fake dreads. I've been in there since like last Halloween.
It definitely
Literally
smells
just
spooky now.
stays in there.
It's been in my trunk.
Yep,
Yeah, I haven't taken
just
it out.
stays in there for Halloween events.
Well, you never know when you need to go incognito.
It's funny though, like not like your hair is like those aren't dreads or anything. Those aren't locks, but like they're not that much different than your
basically
your,
you.
your
funny.
twist
It's
right
like
now.
a fake.
You're
hat
putting
with-
fake braids over your braids.
It's good. It's good.
I always thought that was funny too. I'm like, why? I could just put on a regular hat
And
be
then
like,
put
I'm a-
like put fake glasses over your regular glasses too while you're at it.
put on prescription glasses. So it's like,
Boys can't see running into shit.
I was like, oh,
No, put on prescription glasses over them. So you do it like, oh, I have glaucoma.
dang. Sheesh.
That's why I'm Rastafarian.
We should all go to a church's Halloween night. It'll be fun.
They're singing hymns, praying for your souls.
What's a church's Halloween night?
I don't know. Back in the day, they would bring like a skate park through, and you could trick or treat in the trunk or
Would it
treat.
be like trick or treat?
Oh,
Calvary
Marlene and her friends were talking about trunk or treat. Like
Yeah.
they just like fill up the trunks and you just like go in and grab as much shit as you want.
That sounds like a Houston thing because don't they like do like sound
Oh, like
systems
car
in the
shit?
trunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely a church thing.
King
like,
Kong,
the
King,
safe
King,
version
King,
of
King
Halloween.
Kong.
I don't want the safe version.
Give me
My
the
Halloween was always
darn-
fun. I remember that shit. That was great.
Was
I
it?
feel like in 20 years they're not going to be doing that stuff anymore.
No.
Do you think in 20 years we're going to have Christmas still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much of a moneymaker.
I don't think that
Because it's tied to Black Friday.
there's always going to be a month and a half now of savings where like every day I'll be like, the savings is going to be gone. And then the next day they're like, oh, the savings back.
You think Halloween will stay forever?
Yeah, people
but
love that shit.
It'll be through like it's like through different things. Like they're not going to trick or treat, or like they'll go through like
Something different, yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say because like people used to go to the mall and trick or treat at the mall, but like now they don't do that.
I think a lot of people that are our age with kids like
Or bringing it.
they like doing it like parties because they just bring their kid and then they get to dress up and then it's
That's probably why we're just in a perpetual loop, because we just get old and then have kids and try to do the same shit.
thing. And there's people that don't have kids.
The outliers.
And everyone thinks you're kind of weird. They're like,
I mean, we don't have kids.
that's what I mean. That's why I put my hand up. I said, us. And I was like, it's us.
Huh. Now we're the minority?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So every day I wake up listening to that song. I want to be.
A kid?
No, it's that. What's that? Green Day song?
Oh.
Minority?
Oh, shit.
oh,
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't like Green Day.
all right.
Do you have
Joel?
you actually have an opinion on them? To like or not like them?
I care for about 2 of their songs. That's about it.
He was you were very.
Why
vocal
can't you
about your,
separate
like-
their music and their people, man?
I don't know them.
So why you mean? So why don't you like them?
I'm sorry. I don't care for Green Day's music or their fashional style.
Fashional.
I know. Their fashion style. Sense of fashion or lack thereof.
Wow. Actually, I think they got style.
They have a style.
Yeah, it's like
It's particular.
like punk.
Yeah. The old punk plaid pants.
They're kind of like but it's like that punk.
Like skate punk.
But it's
But it's
also
not hash
like
punk though.
No, not Hesh.
no, it's
No
kind of rockabilly.
It is. It's the
They're
long.
kinda like
yeah.
Oh, with
Rockabilly.
like some tie or something.
I like the whole rockabilly Hispanic movement. It's dope.
Yeah,
Like with the lowriders and stuff.
little Pachuco type shit.
For reals, it's dope. Yeah, like the La Raza. I would do that. The cars and
Alright.
shit.
So we got like one episode before we go to Costa Rica, right?
One.
We got
Mhm.
one. Probably just do it over here. I'm house
You're gonna
sitting
be
for my
house
mama,
sitting.
but like I'll come over here. It'll give me a reason to get out of Rancho.
We might get weird. We might not get weird.
Because
But
it'll
then-
be officially over.
Oh yeah, Yeah.
Sober.
yeah.
Oh,
That's that's what I'm
I feel
saying.
like I
Yeah,
have
it
to drink a little,
officially
like,
be
even if
Yeah, I
over.
do have to, like-
sober.
Even
I
if I
feel
don't
like-
want to, I feel like I have to drink next weekend just to be ready for New Foe's wedding.
because I can't.
Oh,
you
fuck,
can't just go in
cold
hot.
turkey.
That sounds dangerous.
so
man.
bad. He said that like his family parties. I was like,
It's
oh.
like aguardiente.
Is the
or
alcohol?
something?
What is the alcohol out there? Is it rum? Is that like there's?
No, it's
No. I think
It's
they have
that
a
clear
liqueur.
one, right?
Yeah, it's like
It's
I
a.
always
clear
forget the
something.
name. It's good. You mix it with some stuff.
Sweet.
It's like you do like a little Bloody Mary action. You like Bloody Marys?
I'll drink it.
Hmm.
I do.
Then there's like they have like a pretty good national like beer over there. That's pretty
Okay.
good.
The Imperial,
Yeah,
Cool, cool,
Imperial
cool, cool.
Silver meat.
Imperial.
We're definitely gonna try to do it over there, right?
Yeah, we're gonna
going
record an
to.
episode out there. That'll be fun.
That's gonna be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think we'll. So we're dropping on Wednesdays now. I don't think we'll. I mean, maybe.
We can make. Well, I, mean,
I don't know. I don't think you're gonna bring your laptop. But you want to
We're
bring your
gonna
computer
figure
out
it
there.
out
I
off
can't- Yeah, we're
camera.
not gonna.
Yeah.
I can't edit.
All right, that was
So,
yeah. That's not very exciting.
Thank you guys so much for
Thank
tuning
you.
in. You do the rest because you have it dialed in.
Memorized.
Yeah.
All right, thank you everybody. We appreciate your listens, your comments, especially your subscribes. We really like those. But yeah, keep sending comments, whatever. Like I would say not email us because we don't check the emails. But shout out to all everybody who's out there supporting.
Appreciate
you can reach us on any of the socials at Almost Never Pod on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I think we're current on those these days. So Neil, Phil's brother, you can stop talking shit, even though they
I gave him his
everybody.
flowers today. I gave
Check
him.
out the playlist too.
Yep.
Sorry.
Posted those. We got the playlist. This October one was quite eclectic.
Yeah, is there anywhere else we could put that besides like because it's our link tree, but we'll figure something out.
Oh yeah, if there
easier
is,
to-
you guys let us know. If there is anywhere else we could put it, let us know.
Giggity.
Kiki. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Also,
Spooky season. Los spookies.
As bookies.
Spookies.
As bookies.